Now, one, fight!
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Tournament Fights. Tonight's topic is best characters from horror movies. So this one's not necessarily based on the movie itself. It's based more on the character. So I mean, it just depends what characters you're more of a fan of. Are you a Freddy Krueger guy? Are you more of a Michael Meyers guy? Do you think Chucky could take down Annabelle in a fight? I mean, what's it gonna be? So I'll go ahead and introduce my panel for tonight. Oh, and by the way, I'm Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, Ghostface for tonight. So maybe you know a little bit of I might be pulling for a little, but I'll start with my co-host for this evening, Austin Pez. How's it going?
Well, I was Brundle Pez on Rankum the other night, so I guess I'll be Xeno Pez tonight for the Xenomorph.
Nice.
But yeah, we got all the dream matchups you never knew you wanted tonight, and you'll see what that means when we get going here.
Oh yeah, yep. And we have some returning guests on the panel. Well, next up we have the meme queen Jen Kemp. How's it going?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I was a last minute addition, and I just inhaled a spicy chicken sandwich, and I got the Red Sox game. They're up 3-0 right now. So if you see me looking off screen, that's what's going on right now. So Yankees suck. Anyway, I have no idea how I'm going to vote today, so this is going to be really interesting because I haven't even decided in my head who I'm rooting for. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, a lot of these will be a surprise as we reveal them round by round. So you'll see we got some fun characters coming. So, but yeah, we'll introduce our next guest. We have Mr. Jordan Owens. How's it going?
Oh, what's up, everybody? Happy to be her. Got to represent the best scream killer. I think we can all agree. Scott Foley can totally take down Liev in a fight. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, right. One of the best Ghostface killers, not. But and then our last but certainly not least, we have Richie Nemo. Goodcare. How's it going?
What's up? Look. There's two Ghostface here. One of us is going to have to change outfits. But it's all good.
Yeah, right.
They work as a team.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just distract with my kindness. I'm a passive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll jump right into it because we got a big tournament of 64 ahead of us. But Austin, if you want to kind of break it down for anyone who might be watching, I know everyone on the panel's done this before, but you can kind of just give a quick rundown.
Yeah, sure. So we took 64 of some more. We went for this time just more of the most recognizable horror characters. People that could, based on a picture or a scene alone, would be able to identify. So we've thrown them all in a randomized March Madness tournament bracket, and we're going to see one by one how they fare in their different matchups. And of course, everybody on the panel here will be voting one at a time. We're looking for clear, concise, quick votes, try to keep everything to 20 or 30 seconds or less. Obviously, again, as usual, the length of this show depends on the panelists, and how long we decide to talk. But again, we're going basically on the characters. It's not necessarily the movie, but if you want to vote based on the movies, if you just can't decide one movie or another, you can vote for any reason whatsoever here on Tournament Fights. But we'll present the characters, and we'll see what happens. So, it's pretty clear, pretty easy. And we'll have a lot of fun as we continue Scary Movie Month with Little Horror Characters Tournament.
Yeah, and it'll be fun because you can vote literally, you can vote based on the movie if you'd like to. You can vote based on the character. You can vote because you can't stand the other character. You can vote because you think one would win in a fight. I mean, it's just all up to you. So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll reveal our first matchup here. Let's see here. We got
Damian.
Oh man, going against Henry
versus Henry from Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, portrayed by Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
All right. So we always start at the bottom first. We'll start with Richie down there, and we'll rotate votes. But Richie, what do you think? Henry versus Damian.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see Henry out there. I haven't seen that movie in so long though. And I just feel like Damian's obviously an iconic character. He's he's the spawn of Satan. So I respect Henry being on here, but I would probably punt for Damian.
Yeah. Jordan, who you got?
This is for you, Damian. I think there's always been something really kind of catching about. Not only is it the devil, but it's a little baby boy. It's a child, and there's something really iconically creepy about that. So I'll go for the Omen kid as well.
Yeah. Jen, who you got?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna echo what Richie said. I respect Henry being here. I didn't expect that coming up, but I love Michael Rooker. However, Damian is like the creepiest child. I don't know if this kid ever did anything ever again, but the one specifically in the original, he is creepy as fuck. So yeah, I gotta go with Damien.
I feel like he's staring right at me.
He stares through your soul, but that last shot is chilling. So yeah.
Yep. But yeah, Austin, who you got?
Yeah, I was going to say they both have great 1,000-yard stares, even in just these pictures right here. They can both stare right into your core. And yeah, I kind of fought to have Henry on this list, but he's going up against an icon with the little Damian Omen kid. So if he was up against anybody else, I'd probably vote for him. But even though I'm not a big fan of the Omen movie as other people, I'll vote for Damian.
Well, for me, I actually think I want to give some love to Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, because I love Michael Rooker, and like he does an incredible performance here. And also too, for much as I really like the one movie overall, I feel like Damian, like in the movie, just kind of stands around, doesn't do much. There's a little scene where there's a few scenes here and there where just kind of does some subtle little things, like he runs into his mom while was riding his bike and like knocks her off a ladder and off the side. But I mean, they're definitely creepy, but I mean, he doesn't really do a lot for me in the movie. So I'm going to go with Henry, even though Damian's moving on. I want to give a little love to Henry. So
yeah, I love Rooker, and he's scary, but it's Damian, man. It's the Antichrist.
Yeah, right. You want to go up against the Antichrist. So yep. Damian moves on. Up next, we have Rose the Hat.
Rose the Hat from Dr. Sleep.
From Dr.
Recent.
Sleep.
Versus the Crypt Keeper.
All right.
Oh,
this is the fun of the randomizer. Everything's random, so. Yeah.
All right. So, we start with Jordan Owens this time down there.
Yeah, man. This one's kind of tough because again, it's hard to fight. You got one movie versus an entire series as well as movies, so it's really hard to compare the two. I mean, shout out to Dr. Sleep. I think it surpassed many people's expectations. She's one of the reasons it works. But I mean, just for also a fun, a love. I'll go with the Crypt Keeper. But love to Dr. Sleep.
Yeah. Jen, who you got?
Oh man, I love the Crypt Keeper. He's such an iconic, particularly like spooky kind of character. But Andres is right. I am gonna go with Rose the Hat. Like Rebecca Ferguson in Dr. Sleep, there's a lot that goes right for Dr. Sleep, but she is like really the thing that really brings it on home. And her performance is just it's chilling and it's like magnetic, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that she's getting more roles now, but this is like still, no matter what she does, it's going to be one of my favorite roles for her. So yeah, Rose the Hat, recency bias, but still, it's great.
Yeah. Austin, who you got here?
I'm going to roll with the Crypt Keeper only because I met John Cassier, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and he's like a super nice, awesome guy. And for $20, he'll leave a voicemail as the Crypt Keeper on your phone. So that's awesome. So yeah, I'll go with the Crypt Keeper. And I'm also a defender of Bordello of Blood, so that too.
Yeah. Well, I'm a massive fan of Dr. Sleep. Like that movie blew me away. Like I was pretty impressed by it. And also this is probably my favorite Rebecca Ferguson performance that she's done so far. So just by a fraction of a hair, I'm gonna go with Rose the Hat, and also I kind of feel like the Crypt Keeper is just like bones and a little bit of hair. So if you kick him, it just turns to dust or something, So I gotta go with Rose the Hat. But Richie,
see, the Crypt Keeper has other people that do his bidding for him. He doesn't have to do any of the work. You see, he's the
manipulator,
the mind behind the menace. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, Richie, we're gonna break the tie here. What do you got?
Yeah, I do really like the Crypt Keeper. I think he's an iconic character. But I did just shout out Doctor Sleep movie in general. I think it's criminally underrated. The fact it bombed at the box office is kind of depressing. She's one of the Rosa Hat's one of the reasons that it is such a great movie. Rebecca Ferguson kills it. She's like Jen said, she's chilling. She's it's just you can't take your eyes off her. It's just that she's just got this really creepy sort of charisma. But I will say Rose the Hat.
All right. Yeah. Well, a recent one that we debated on including, but we included Rose the Hat, and she's going to move on out of her first round there. She could end up being a little dark horse in the tournament.
Yeah, she was one of the last minute additions. So but
all right.
Next we have the Wicked Witch of the West.
The West, which we included because she's kind of a horror character in a fantasy movie, and a lot of people gave people nightmares, so it counts like going against Pinhead. Yeah. Okay, interesting. All right.
Yeah.
That's a match you never thought you'd see out there in YouTube world, did you? All right, Jen. We got the Wicked Witch and we got Pinhead.
Oh man, I mean, she is the Wicked Witch, but she's avenging her sister, so I can't really consider her to be like a super horror character. Meanwhile, but then at the same time, like Pinhead, like he's got a soft side to him. There's a lot of people that have a really strong connection with Pinhead of like, I can change him. He's struggled. This is a really interesting matchup. But I think I gotta go with Hellraiser here. Like I love Wizard of Oz, and I love that we have such like an iconic character here. But if I think horror character, I don't think Elphaba. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Austin?
Yeah, we just kind of threw Wicked Witch in there because she's kind of an iconic villain, even though if you think her motivations
great
are completely justified. Great stuff. But yeah, I got to go with Pinhead too. I love the Cenobites, and Pinhead is just, that design is just so iconic. Like people, you even know. I mean, there's a reason he's on the cover of every single one of those movies and every poster, because it's like you see the thing, you want to watch the movie, even if it's bad. I'll go with Pinhead.
Yeah, so this one's a little tricky for me because it's the one that terrified me as a kid with the Wicked Witch, but the one that terrifies me now with Pinhead. So it's a tough call, but I think though it's just hard to match up against Pinhead. Like he's just straight out of hell, and like he's like, I don't know what you would really call him, like a demon or like a spawn of Satan. I don't know, but yeah, he's different the stuff of nightmares. So yeah, I gotta go with Pinhead. Richie, you got?
Yeah. I like Wicked Witch, but I don't really like. People have discussed. I don't necessarily consider her like a horror character necessarily. Like I understand the inclusion, but yeah, like the movie around her is not a horror movie, so I don't know if it's anyway. But like Pinhead all the way. I think he's one of the more iconic villains on this list, and he should go far.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, is it going to be a clean sweep?
Yeah, it's gonna be a clean sweep for me, man. You see Pinhead. The best you can hope for is at least a quick death. While the Wicked Witch, I think all you need is a bottle of Zephyr Hills and you'll be okay.
Yeah, right.
You can get out of it. And also too, I mean, like Pez said, man. I mean, the franchise ended up later being built around him. He's on every cover. He's not even the focus of the first one, but he becomes the focus later on because of the design, and it's iconic now, and yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, give credit to the Wicked Witch. She's pretty sadistic when she wants to be. I mean, she tries to set Scarecrow on fire. She throws a fireball at him. And, she's like locking. Dorothy
monkeys,
in a room.
The flying monkeys are terrifying.
Hey, what got me was the hourglass. That she's like, you're gonna die when this hourglass is up, and that horrified me as a kid. It's like, oh my god, like this hourglass is going up and it's gonna kill me. Like that's effed up. Yeah,
but we're like looking at the crystal ball,
all that.
Watching
Yeah.
Watching Dorothy like the whole way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What a world!
Yeah. But coming up next, you have the Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
Go against Norman
It's
Bates.
Norman Bates. Oh.
All right.
I couldn't tell what that was at first. I was like, is that some kind of statue? Like, what is that?
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Creepers? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had some like really blurry pictures of this character. So yeah, but that is the Fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So Austin, I guess you're up first. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
go for it.
Fisherman's okay, but we never really like learn much about him. We never get to, I mean, he's just kind of a victim. He's going for revenge. These guys tried to, left him for dead. So I mean, he's got a decent little motivation. But I mean, Norman Bates is an icon, and I'll even defend him in some of the sequels and things like that. So yeah, I definitely got to go with Psycho on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that the Fisherman's a pretty creepy character, but Norman Bates is iconic. Like he's like pretty much carried Psycho, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Norman Bates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Richie.
All right. Yeah, look, I think that Fisherman's an alright character from an okay franchise, but it's I think we like Fisherman also doesn't have like age on his side. He's pretty old, so it's pretty easy to I don't know. Just I find it would be a lot easier maybe to get away from him. But like Norman Bates is iconic. He doesn't seem like, and he also. Norman Bates seems like is a dude that would probably, if you get on the wrong side of him, he'd kill anybody. Whereas, like, I think Fisherman's just after a certain group of people who did something wrong. I don't know. I feel like if you were cruel to him, he'd be fine. I don't think he's the most intimidating guy on this list. So yeah, Norman Bates.
Yep. Jordan. Who you got?
I'm a '90s kid, so I do have some love for the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise. But yeah, I mean, just based on the character point portrayal, it's got to be Bates. So definitely him all day. Hey, has anyone seen the very little scene third I Know What You Did Last Summer, where the twist at the end? It's actually it's the same Fisherman, but as a zombie. It's a zombie movie in the end of the third one. It's the stupidest twist. So and he's a zombie now.
Yeah.
CGI in the movie.
Dang. Well, we got to come up with new ideas somewhere, I guess. But
no, not if that's your new idea.
Yeah, right. Jen,
that was a bad one.
Who you got here?
Yeah, I think I agree with what has been said so far. Like, you say the Fisherman, if you just say that in conversation, we're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But like, it was really more of just like, we want to make a slasher. Let's kind of just input some kind of idea. And I feel like they started with the hook and then just kind of built off of that. Meanwhile, like Norman, he is such an iconic character. So many actors going forward from that were basing their menacing persona off of this. So yeah, it would be a crime to see Norman get kicked out in the first round for what is like just kind of a cookie cutter kind of, we want to make a slasher character. So yeah, I got to go Norman.
Now maybe
it would have been funny if he would have been. It would have been funny, if he would have put Vince Vaughn's version of Norman Bates on the picture.
Oh God!
Yeah, right.
Then the Fisherman might have made it past round one.
Right.
We all go. Yeah. We all go a little mad sometimes. Yeah, way to be subtle there, Vince.
Yeah, but coming up next, we have the Wolfman, the original
the classic Wolfman. Yeah,
going up against
Captain Spaulding. Yeah. Oh, Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand and Devil's Rejects. Man, this is okay, I'm glad I'm going last. All right, Jordan, you're up first.
Yeah, like, well, I think that on the Devil's Rejects and some of those movies, I mean, they're fine. They're nothing that I really go crazy over, but they're decent movies. They're not bad movies. They're fine to me. So, but the Wolfman is just an iconic, classic character. Like, that's like probably one of the first horror characters as a kid I was ever introduced to. I remember going to Universal Studios as a kid, and like back in the 90s, like the whole entire focus was just Universal monsters over there. So yeah, I got to go with the Wolfman on this one.
All right.
Richie?
And Richie, you're up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna, as much as I think that Wolfman's an iconic character, and one of the first classic, horror characters. I'm gonna give some love to Sid Haig here, Captain Spaulding. I think he's great. I think more people need to know how I think I wish he was more iconic character than he is, but and Sid Haig makes that the character what it is, and I'm gonna go Sid Haig. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan?
I'll follow Richie here. I'm going to go a little bit of love to Sid Haig, maybe a little biasly on that. And then also, too, just as far as what would scare me more meeting in a way would probably be him. And he might be your best bet of living, actually, in that franchise, but still pretty scary. So I'll go with Sid Haig.
True. Jen, who you got?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Rob Zombie's filmography, honestly. Meanwhile, I'm a huge fan of the Universal monsters. So yeah, this was going to be an automatic for me for the Wolfman. But I do love the Wolfman character. He is one of those kind of tragic kind of horror characters of being forced to be a monster that he doesn't quite want to be. So I absolutely love this character, Wolfman, for me.
Yeah. Austin?
Man,
you got the tiebreaker.
there's some other Universal characters that I like more than the Wolfman, and I'm a huge fan of the Rob Zombie movies. And I've met Sid Haig; he was awesome, and I just adore Captain Spaulding. So I'll just say, what's the matter, kid? Don't you like clowns? Don't we make you laugh? Aren't we fucking funny? And I'll put through Captain Spaulding.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I have a feeling he was really nice to that kid on set.
Yeah. But Captain Spaulding moves on. So up next we got the
we got Mick from Wolf Creek.
Wolf
Creek. Yeah.
Mick from Wolf Creek going up against the Babadook.
Ooh.
Mr. Babadook. He's Mr. Babadook. Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Mr. Babadook.
Two Aussies here.
Two Australian characters.
Cool.
Yeah. You're first, Richie. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Richie.
All right. Like John Jarrett, who plays Mick, is very, very intimidating. It's great in this role. I can't, like, maybe if he was going up against someone else, I would vote for him in, but I can't go past the Babadook, man. It's not just this would become one of the more sort of like modern day iconic characters, I don't know. I think Jennifer Kent does a really awesome job in this movie, and I think in regards to and sort of portraying this character on screen. So I'm going to go Babadook, but much love to Wolf Creek.
Yeah. Jordan?
So for Wolf Creek, should we have his photo or the other photo of the girl? Just saying.
Right.
But I'm gonna actually continue again. I'm gonna continue with the Babadook as well. Give my vote to that. I just thought it was supremely well made. Credits to both of them was working with a smaller budget. Shows you can truly make magic with a smaller budget. But Babadook, something I brought up recently to a friend as far as something to check out. And kudos to whoever got the Babadook to take a really nice still photo there. Like they must have had.
Yeah, right.
It was picture day. He went with the kid to school.
Yeah. Nice smile. He's ready.
Yeah.
Babadook.
Jen, who you got here?
Yeah, like I love that Wolf Creek is here. It's a menacing character. However, I gotta agree, the Babadook, the design for the Babadook is so good, and it's such a strong presence in the film. And particularly, I love that this photo has the book involved, because that is like one of my favorite movie props, like of like many recent years. Like it's the whole pop-up scene is like so great. I freaking love that book. So yeah, I gotta go Babadook. I love the Babadook, and I love that it's gotten like this second wind of apparently a gay icon in the internet, but whatever. So you do you, Babadook.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Austin, what do you?
I'll just keep it short and say the Babadook.
Yeah. I got to go with the Babadook. I've seen Wolf Creek one time, but for some reason I'm not remembering a lot about it. So
I definitely wouldn't want to run into Mick or come up against him. I mean, he's a pretty relentless, ruthless character, but yeah.
I will say this. I will say this to this point. Babadook's original character, John, the Mick is kind of based on a serial killer here called Owens. So it's more original Babadook.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nice. Well, we had to give some love to a couple Aussies here, right? But the
Mhm.
moving on.
I don't know. It feels like you're stacking the deck because you're making them knock each other out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the luck of the randomizer, but coming up, we got
Aw.
Beetlejuice.
We included Beetlejuice, even though it's not really a horror movie, but like he's a horror
Come
character
on.
in
Come on.
in a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a horror. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but going up against
Against
Gozer from Ghostbusters.
Gozer the
Yeah.
Gozerian, yeah, from
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. So, and Jordan Owens, you're up first.
Yeah.
I mean, my heart just got to go towards Beetlejuice here. I would like to hang out with him, depending on the situation too. So maybe not the most horrific to a large degree, but yeah, I'll just go with my heart and follow it on that.
Yep. Jen, who you got?
Yeah, I like this battle of the 80s throwbacks. Gozer, fashion forward, really interesting
Mhm.
persona. However, not the first thing I think of when I think Ghostbusters. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice is Beetlejuice. Like that, he runs this whole damn movie. So yeah, I think no matter what, he was going to move through round one, but this feels like an easy knockout for me. Beetlejuice.
Mhm.
Yep. Austin, who you got?
Yeah, this may be a little bit again recency bias, but I went to Halloween Horror Nights and got to go to the Beetlejuice house, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
That's awesome.
They managed to make it scary, even though, with all the imagery in the movie, and it's showtime. So yeah,
Yeah, right. Yep. Well, I gotta go with Beetlejuice. Yeah, like Gozer's like a very creepy character, but I don't really feel like she's in enough of the movie, so I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice. So
yeah, I think that obviously this is about sort of iconic characters and best movie horror characters. I don't think Gozer is the most iconic character in his movie, so let alone the horror, in the whole pantheon of things. So yeah, Beetlejuice.
Yep. Jordan, there you go.
Oh, Jordan already voted.
Oh, you already voted. Okay.
I'll
say it again.
Hey, kudos to Gozer for being kind of a early non-binary sort of gender neutral, something, or other, like you don't know what it is, but that fashion sense right out of a music video. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but up next we have Pumpkinhead.
The Pumpkinhead.
Going up against
speaking of Ghostbusters,
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So
well,
all right.
The form of our destructor. Yeah, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, is it?
So Jen's up first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I said a minute ago that I don't think of Gozer when I think Ghostbusters, I think the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So I think I gotta go for it just on that. But it says something that even now, in the third movie that they're gonna make, they're bringing him back because that's what people think of. It's just a fun horror kind of character. So go for it.
Yep. Austin.
I think this one, I'll give some love to Pumpkinhead. I rewatched that movie not long ago, and the fact that you watch that movie and it's this Stan Winston creature that's practically there, it's really lumber. You see full shots of it running around, like doing its thing. I just appreciate the design of it, and it's awesome. Stay Puft's fun, but man, a horror character, I got to go with Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. Well, for me, just because Pumpkinhead's one of my blind spots that I actually haven't seen yet, so for me, I got to go with the Marshmallow Man because I've seen Ghostbusters at least a dozen times, and it's freaking awesome. It used to be like an absolute must-watch every Halloween growing up for me. So yeah, I got to go with the Marshmallow Man. Richie.
I feel like Marshmallow Man versus Pumpkinhead, the Freddy vs. Jason spin-off we didn't know he wanted.
Yeah, right.
But I would watch shit out of that. But you know what? I think a lot of people talk about Ghostbusters, and rightfully so. It's an iconic movie with full of iconic characters. But I feel like when people are talking about horror characters, they don't, sort of Pumpkinhead gets left off the conversation. They're decent movies. So he's really really great character. I'm going to give some love to Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Jordan, who you got?
I might have to go and see some more Pumpkinheads. There's not a franchise I'm too familiar with. I've seen a couple way back when. They didn't stick with me, so maybe I have to go back. So for there, I have to go with the Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Andres chiming in here. You take a drink every time I haven't seen a movie, which is fair enough because I probably seen over half this time at least. So I'll give you that. So
yeah,
but
he's trying. But some of these, a lot of these you're going to know.
Yeah.
But a lot of these you're going to know without even seeing the movie. I mean,
yeah.
You'll see. Yeah.
Like I haven't seen Pumpkinhead, but I know the character, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on.
Marshmallow. Moving on. Did you move Marshmallow over?
Oh yeah,
I don't think you did yet. Yeah.
Get that sugar high over.
We have a ghoul from Sinister. Is what that one is. Going up against Henry from the
Henry
Good Son.
from the Good Son. we threw him in there because we thought it'd be a little fun.
Picture wise,
Look at him.
Yeah.
Like,
and it kind of makes sense. I mean, Bagul goes after kids, but he might have a little trouble with little Henry from the Good Son.
Yeah, he's just sitting there looking so innocent, but
Mm-hmm.
we all know how like dark and demented he actually is.
Yeah.
But Austin, I believe
yeah, I'm up first. You know what? I'm gonna go with little Macaulay Culkin here because I like evil that is kind of a little hidden sometimes and kind of not on the surface. So I'll go with that.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, I think I'm gonna go with Macaulay Culkin just because like I kind of like the same thing. Like the evil that like you don't always expect that like seems innocent and then just kind of catches you off guard. So yeah, I'm with Henry. Richie?
Yeah, I think obviously Macaulay Culkin when he was younger, he sort of like had the he was always in the he was sort of the picture of like family friendly. He's in he's Home Alone and Uncle Buck and stuff. So it's very jarring seeing him in this. So especially when he says "fuck," like man, when the kid says "fuck," you're like, what?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, he's actually very menacing to this to Elijah Wood. I mean it's a silly movie, but I don't mind it, and I'll vote for Macaulay because I haven't seen Sinister.
Yeah. Jordan, who you gonna go with?
Wrong movie. Sorry. Although that could be a horror movie if you twist the trailer around.
Yeah,
Right.
Kevin's pretty menacing, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the follow when he's smoking a cigarette, like talking about all the hauntings of him as a kid. Okay, so anyway, but I will continue the Macaulay Culkin love again. There's just something to me about a kid being evil. Like evil starts young. I think that's always a fascinating concept and just very harrowing and more down to earth. Sometimes I love a supernatural flick, but sometimes when it's just kind of unbelievable, like hey, he's just a fucked up evil kid. It speaks sometimes. So Macaulay Culkin, FTW.
Yep. Well, I think
it's a clean sweep. I think everyone picked Macaulay Culkin here.
Yeah,
like
right.
I freaking love The Good Son, and like Sinister is good. This is a strong character as well. However, there's something about The Good Son of it's a realistic horror or like horrific character. Like these are things that a child could do, and they kind of do every once in a while. So yeah, it's like it's wicked over the top. But it's still, there's something about it is like really captivating. I love The Good Son, so give it to him.
Yeah, especially when he takes that like mannequin or like dummy or whatever, and like throws it
and they throw it over the overpass. Like that's a very easy prank that could easily go horribly wrong. So
easily.
Yeah.
Yep. So Henry is moving on. Up next, we got Jason.
Here we go. We got Jason.
One of the heavy hitters.
Oh,
Leprechaun. Oh, he's drinking again. He's enjoying a Guinness. Oh man. Well, enjoy the Guinness while you can, Leprechaun.
Yep.
All right, host Jordan, you're up first. Yeah.
Well, I feel like Jason would just come up with a machete behind him and like one swoop, he's like the Leprechaun just be done. He'd be gone. So I think I got to go with Jason. He's just a powerhouse. So yeah, we'll go Jason. Richie, who you got?
He's very torn.
Very torn. He's in deep thought. You might be frozen, Richie. So, in the meantime, we can throw it over to Jordan, and you can give your thoughts, and we'll see if he unfreezes or comes back.
Well, I'll go against what you said and go with I'm the Leprechaun. That's more of Michael Meyers thing, but still,
Yeah.
I kind of like I'm gonna go with what you said, but twisted. Yeah, if I'm fighting Jason, I might get hacked, my head chopped off. It's gonna suck. Man, Leprechaun's gonna have like shit coming out of you and like really messing with your head, and he's just more fun to watch, in my opinion, man. Like a good Warwick
Sure.
Davis, or even the last one. The last Leprechaun wasn't unwatchable. Not the Hornswoggle where the Leprechaun didn't speak. The other one, last one. It was kind of back to form. There's some fun kills, and and he was a fun actor too. Whoever replaced Warwick. So I'll just go, as far as me, I've always enjoyed more of a character you can sink your teeth into, and Leprechaun's kind of fun. So I'm gonna go Leprechaun.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jen, who you got?
I love this matchup, and it's making me feel like I want this crossover because Leprechaun is essentially like Freddy Krueger's like little cousin. Like it's a very similar vibe that he brings to the film.
Freddy
So like
Scrappy Doo.
I would he's the scrappy dude of Freddy Krueger. And I would love to see this fight because I could just picture the Leprechaun like running little circles around Jason, and Jason just like totally punting him to the moon. But it's really interesting, but you got to go Jason. Like I love Warwick Davis, but come on, guys, come on.
Yeah.
I will not come on.
But Richie, are you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My computer went. Okay.
No, we heard you vote for Leprechaun. You're good.
Okay.
No.
We'll see.
I've got a movie pitch. Jason versus Leprechaun in the hood. There you go, green lighter.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
In the hood.
No, but this is like, I mean, it's fun to discuss, but it's a no contest. It's Jason.
Yeah. Will Austin?
Yeah, I mean, I like rhymes and rhyming. You know, those are always fun.
Like rhymes and
I enjoy.
shoes.
Yeah, you know, shining shoes, and I enjoy his raps. You know, in the hood and the credit sequences and all that. But you got to go with the guy that has like 150 kills to his name, not including the space station and Jason X. So yeah, let's. You got to go with Jason. He's a heavy hitter. He's one of the top seeds. Yeah.
Yep. Jason, and moving on. All right. Let's see what else we
Tried Leprechaun.
We have
Kevin Crumb.
Kevin from Split. Yeah, from Split.
From Split and Glass, yeah.
Going against Buffalo
Against
Bill.
Buffalo Bill from Sons of the Lambs. Ooh.
All right.
It's a fascinating match. All right.
It is, yeah.
Okay. We go to Richie. Yeah, we got Split versus Buffalo Bill.
I'm going to give love to Split here. I think Jason Mcavoy is amazing in this. I think he could have easily gotten award nomination for this thing. I think he's just. I think he's like, makes the movie for me. He's just very chilling and captivating, and I mean, much love to Buffalo Bill. If he goes through, I'm not going to be mad. But Split.
Yep. There you go. 27 people against one, kind of an unfair match.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Jordan, who you got?
A bit of a tough one for me, but I'm gonna continue with the Split character. It's so fascinating to watch. Just him going between different personalities. The one where maybe you can trick the little kid into not being trapped by the smarter than you. And there's also there is the really scary version of the Beast too that will tear you apart, and you have no way of kind of controlling that unless you're Anya Taylor-Joy. But I'm not Anya Taylor-Joy,
right.
so I would be afraid. So,
few of us are.
So I'll go with him based on that.
Yeah. Jen?
Oh, this is tough. This is a really strong matchup. They have very similar qualities. However, I would say James McAvoy, like, it's a masterclass in acting, seeing him switch between the different personalities. However, I feel like when I'm watching the movie, I'm more interested in just his performance. Whereas for Ted Levine, Buffalo Bill, I am terrified of him. Like that is a character that is just scares me. So yeah, I think I got to go Buffalo Bill for this one, even though I love James McAvoy like with all my heart. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Austin, you're gonna go with?
I might have to go Buffalo Bill just because I love imitating the voice. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you? You brought a size 14.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, like that stuff. Like I like doing that with people. So I'll go Buffalo Bill just simply for that reason and none other.
Yeah. Well, it puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion on the skin.
Or else against the
hose again. Yeah. Yeah. So, but even with the iconic line, just like James McAvoy's performance as Kevin, though, it's just so chilling and unnerving. Like man, like I was just really surprised and blown away when I saw the movie, and like Silence of the Lambs was one that I already knew was going to be a powerhouse movie going in, but Split I was a little unsure of, and like he really surprised me. So I think I got to go with Kevin. I think for this one, Kevin Crumb. So
Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin.
wrong movie. We just talked about that one.
Yeah. Kevin, you're such a disease. Yeah.
Does this mean it's going to be
Kevin? You've got such a personality disease, Kevin.
Yeah. Right.
It's going to be Kevin now.
Yep. Yep.
Could be.
That's right. Could be. Yeah.
All right, we got Michael Myers, another heavy hitter.
Michael Myers. Don't forget the tall man.
This is the tall man from Phantasm. Tall man, Angus Scrimm. All right.
They're both pretty big characters. I mean, they're both super tall. So,
depending on who's playing them. Nick Castle versus Tyler Mane or somebody like that, 7 foot. But yeah, Jordan Owens.
All right. Love the tall man, but at the same time, man, it's Michael Myers. Jason, come on, guys, come on. I will leave this group if Michael doesn't make at least around 2.
Yep. Jen?
Yeah, I would like to see these two stand back to back to figure out who exactly is the tallest man here. But yeah, come on. Like, we're not going to kick out Michael in the first round. Like, what are we doing here? So, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Watch Phantasm, but really, come on.
Yep. Austin?
Yeah, despite the fact that I've watched Phantasm a little more recently for some of our shows, I fought for Michael Myers as being the most badass villain on Movie Battleground recently, and I stick by that. Like, he's one of the most badass of all time. So, Michael Myers.
Yeah. And I saw Phantasm 1 and 2 just recently for some of our shows as well. I thought that they were great movies. Had a lot of fun, a lot of cool world building with the kind of like going from the kind of like dark and kind of grittier horror to like a sleek kind of horror view. But I mean, it's Michael Myers. I mean, like Michael Myers, like is at least in my top 3 favorite horror characters of all time. So I gotta go with Michael Myers. Easy.
Richie?
Yeah,
Richie.
This is easy. Michael Myers.
Yep. Yep. All right. Michael Myers moving on. Up next, we have the Nun from The Conjuring 2, or also known as the Demon Valak. Going against Regan.
Regan from The Exorcist. Yeah.
2 different demon type characters that possess people. So.
All right, Jen.
First.
I like that these two matched up. We have 2 very scary, spooky, religious kind of connotations here.
Yep.
I do like The Nun. It is a strong image that they ran with spinoffs and everything. But come on, like The Exorcist, like that, her whole thing with the crucifix, like shockingly horrific and everything. So yeah, and just to know that like it's a little girl that had to do all this. I'm like, I don't know how she didn't have like horrible life decisions after this. But yeah, I gotta go with The Exorcist for this one.
Yeah. And Andre's making a comment for our last show that The Conjuring 2 actually made it to our finals for the best horror sequels of all time. So
yeah, inexplicably. Jen.
Yeah. Somehow.
The Conjuring 2 made it to the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, the power of Patrick Wilson is strong. I get it.
Yeah, right. Well, Austin, what do you think here?
Yeah, like the nun is fine. Jumping out at you every now and then, but like, Regan's possessed by the Pazuzu, and it's great. Like it's what every possession movie wants to be, and what every possessed character, looks to be as kind of creepy as and all that. So yeah, it's got to be Exorcism, this one.
Yeah, and I thought that the nun character was great in The Conjuring 2, but the actual nun movie was absolutely atrocious. That was like a horrible movie. And it's funny because I was dating someone at the time who was like obsessed with the nun. She had a huge hype and went to go see it, and it was a huge letdown. So and in The Exorcist, I mean, you got to go with Linda Blair and her performance of being possessed. You see the pea soup there, like yeah, it was an awesome performance and like really terrifying. So I gotta go with Regan.
Mm-hmm.
Richie?
Yeah, I think Nun's a good character, but like you said, I think the movie didn't do her justice. I think it was but
Not at all.
Regan's a iconic character. So yeah, Exorcist all the way, Regan.
Yeah. Jordan?
As said already previously, I mean, come on. What are we doing here, guys? Come on. And then, really?
Come on.
This is the main argument for most of round one. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you got heavy hitters that are potentially finalists, at least depending on the brackets. Yeah.
Yep. No contest.
Well, Jordan, the power of Christ compels us to put Regan into the second round.
Yeah, right. The power of Christ. Yeah. So moving up, we got The Bride of Frankenstein going up
against Phantom of the Opera. Right, and I told him to use the 1925 version. He didn't use the 1925 version. He did not.
No, I went with Gerard Butler because for me personally, like that's my favorite.
Because that's more horrific.
Believe it or not, most people hate this version of it.
Even Gerard Butler would disagree.
Yeah,
because there's way less singing in it, and that's why.
I like
I like less singing in my music.
But then we would have had Universal.
Yeah,
you got to have the Universal Monster versus the Universal Monster, Jordan. That's the idea.
True. But it was the randomizer. So like,
this one, I'm just gonna put it on my screen. This is what we're really voting for. This one.
All right.
This one. Sure. All right. Yeah. This is what we're voting against.
Sounds good. But who's up first, Austin?
I'm up first, and I'm voting for the one I'm holding up. The original Lon Chaney 1925 Phantom of the Opera, which is awesome. Look at that design. That design was way ahead of its time for 1925, dude. Like, that's a super creepy character. That's great. Bride of Frankenstein's cool, but like, look at that. That makeup's incredible for 1925. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, for me, I got to go with the Bride of Frankenstein. Just because, like, I enjoyed the original Frankenstein movie, but then the Bride of Frankenstein, it came out, and it one-upped it, I thought. So, the Bride of Frankenstein is a great character, and like even with the one you're holding up, Austin, I still wouldn't even put it against it. So yeah.
So for me,
I gotta go with the Bride of Frankenstein. Richie?
Yeah, both are iconic characters, but I one is more sort of memorable to me than the other. So design aside, I think I appreciate that, but I'm gonna go Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah. Jordan, what you got?
Simply for the photo choices, Bride of Frankenstein.
All right, there you go. Jen, what you got?
Like I'll throw Austin a bone and say, we're talking about Lon Chaney here because like the most horrific thing here is Gerard Butler singing, and he's aware. But I think even so, I do love the reveal of Lon Chaney when they finally do the thing. He does the face. However, I love the look of the bride is so iconic, and she does such a great job of when she first like wakes up. It's really cool. And I think there's not going to be a lot of female representation probably. So I'm going to go for the bride here.
Yeah.
We've got a few heavy hitter females on the list here and there. So I mean, we just put one through. So yeah,
That's true.
Tyler Perry's
So we
Medea's
got another
coming
one.
up any second now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
You get a vote, Austin. I forgot. I'm gonna make sure you
Yeah. I did first. Yeah, I voted for Phantom, but Bride's going through. Yeah,
sounds good.
it's okay. I'm not mad at Bride. Bride's awesome.
Yeah. Up next though, we have Jack Torrance.
Jack Torrance.
Yeah.
All right.
Going up against
Versus Annie from Misery. Ooh.
Kind of almost similar in a lot of ways.
Oh.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, they're both trying to get some writing. Want somebody to get some writing done. I mean,
Yeah,
we're on books.
Yeah,
in their own ways. Jordan, you're up first.
All right. Yeah, this one's tough for me because I do think that Jack Nicholson's in the better movie with The Shining, but like Annie though, like that character just terrifies me. Like just when she breaks the kneecaps and when she goes into a very, very dark place. I think I gotta go with Annie. Like, believe it or not, like I kind of surprised myself not voting for Jack Torrance, but I'm gonna go with Annie. Richie,
all right,
what you got here?
This might not be the only time we get a Stephen King off here, but
yeah,
I'm gonna. You know what? I mean, it's sort of popular not to go for the obvious choice, but on this instance, I am gonna go with Jack Torrance. I think he's. Yeah, I think like he should go far in this tournament. He's just a chilling villain. Big props to Kathy Bates. That's really good, but I think I can't go past Jack Torrance.
Yeah. Jordan, here you go.
Yeah, this one's tough. This might be my toughest one yet. Because man, I love Kathy Bates on so many levels. That's how I put her on the map. But it's hard to fight against. Here's Johnny and all work and no play. Like, just the scent of madness and the movie itself. So for that, I'll go Shining.
Yeah. Jen?
I am so mad that this is in round one. I love both of these characters. They are both like some of Stephen King's best work on film, and they're both just completely unhinged. And I love both performances. So I am gonna go for Annie so that Austin has to decide who eventually goes through. And I love both of them, but like Annie's they both have excellent monologues where they just completely lose their shit. But Annie's when he won't get out of the cockadoodie car, I absolutely love that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Annie just to make Austin sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Either way, you're right. But you're also
wrong, no. This could easily be like a semifinal match, like easily.
Yeah.
Man, if Annie was up against like Leprechaun, this would be way easier.
Leprechaun alone.
Listen, I gotta go with Wendy, darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. All right, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Right, just gonna bash them right the fuck in.
That is my favorite Jack Nicholson line ever. Like that whole scene is so good.
I've quoted that scene way too many times. It's unhealthy, and just like he's just so great. Like Annie's awesome. And she kind of scares me more than Jack, just because there's people like that in the world that are just obsessed and will do anything for anything that seem kind of normal on the outside. But like it's fucking Jack Nicholson, man, like just being awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Annie is
I hate to put Annie out, but yeah. So I gotta go with Jack.
Yeah. Malcolm's a little surprised by the matchups, but. I
agree, Malcolm. I smell some foul play here. Yeah, this is not fair.
Yeah, right.
No, it's random. I can attest.
I don't know about this randomizer.
Random.
Yeah, but moving on, we have Hannibal Lecter.
Did you put Jack through? Did we move on?
Maybe I didn't.
Did you throw it over there? Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Hannibal
go.
Lecter going against Nosferatu.
Ooh, okay.
Right. Another classic. So.
Richie's on this one. Nosferatu and Hannibal.
All right. Yeah, like Nosferatu is a iconic character, but I think Hannibal Lecter, especially Anthony Hopkins' portrayal of him, should go far in this tournament. I think he's just it's just one of the best, one of the better horror performances in a movie they ever, and he's just chilling, and I would say Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. Jordan, you got?
Yeah, I mean, love Nosferatu. As speaking of iconic designs and stuff like that, and movies still pay homage to it. I just saw Jacob's Wife yesterday that kind of played homage to it in a way. But I mean, Hannibal Lecter, there's a reason why a kind of horror film, swept the Academy Awards that year, and it's a big part of it's for this performance right here, Anthony Hopkins. So I gotta go with Lecter.
Yeah. Jen?
Yeah, this is tough. These are both classic horror characters here. But I think I got to give the slight edge to Hannibal. Like Anthony Hopkins, like it's a very short runtime that he's actually in the film, but he like really just subdued performance, really leaves you wanting more. And then you got way more with the franchise. Meanwhile, like Nosferatu, there is the classic thing that everyone remembers, the shadow coming up the staircase and everything. And it's a great shot for the time and everything. However, there's also this really weird sequence where like they have to abide by the rules of the Dracula kind of character, and it's like he has to have his coffin with him. So like there's a very long sequence that gets almost Buster Keaton-y where he actually is carrying around his coffin. I don't know if you remember, but it's kind of weird. So for that reason alone, I will give it to Hannibal.
Yeah. Austin, you got here.
Yeah, my vote's going to go to Hannibal. But I will shout out What We Do in the Shadows for having the Peter vampire basically being Nosferatu, basically being the Nosferatu design, and like them actually going with that.
If it was Peter, I'd have a little bit more trouble.
Yeah, maybe. But I do appreciate that they represented that style of vampire even in that movie, and just because he's like 1,000 years old in that movie or whatever, and it's pretty great. But yeah, my vote still goes to Hannibal. Hannibal, yeah, definitely, like Richie said, should go pretty far in this tournament.
Yeah, I just think that the Count Orlok, I think they call him, is a very iconic character. But I mean, it's Hannibal Lecter, and like it's one of the like he won the Oscar for the for a reason, and yeah, like he deserved it, and yeah, like he's just an amazing character. Like I can't believe that I waited so long to finally watch Silence of the Lambs. I just watched it last year for the very first time, and like was it? And I was blown away, but I knew that I was going to be. So I mean, kind of one of those that I already knew was going to be great going in, which is not a bad thing. So yeah, I'm going to go with Hannibal Lecter.
Did you tell them you watched the free version on YouTube with ads that slightly edited out little pieces here and there?
Oh yeah,
kind of neutered.
It's like totally edited. Yeah,
you lose the face wearing scene.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And like multiple Migs does not do what he does to Clarice, in the version you watch, and things like that. Yeah, certain little things edited out.
Yeah. But moving on,
that's the end of the bracket. Good job, guys. You made it under an hour.
Left side.
First time in a long time.
Under an hour. Yeah.
Wow. That includes the intro. So we did good job, everybody. We can do it.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody.
I'm
just right. Moving over to the other side.
I'll just pop out and come back in because my computer's back up running. So
Okay. No worries. Well, and actually, it works out perfectly because we're starting with Jordan on the next round, so we'll come back around you for the final vote.
Yeah, you
so
got
hop
it,
on.
Yeah.
No.
All right, man. You got a minute.
Yeah. So we have. I think they call it the Pale Man from
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth.
Versus Tucker and Dale.
Oh.
Versus Tucker and Dale. Yeah. So,
I insisted on including Tucker and Dale in this tournament, just for fun, because they're just great. So, Jordan Owens, you're up first, sir.
Oh man, this is an odd one because again, you're really comparing two different things. Tucker and Dale, they're not the bad guys unless you're from the point of perspective of the other campers. But I'll screw it. They're on here. I gotta go with my heart. I've always loved Alan Tudyk and Tyler Labine. They're both underused in Hollywood. They just need to be in everything. So Tucker and Dale, I'll show them some love.
Yeah. We've got a couple of heroes in here, here and there. So yeah, you'll see a couple pop up, but or quote heroes if you consider them. But yeah, Jen, who you got?
Yeah, Tucker and Dale are definitely heroes. I love that film. I love Alan Tudyk, everything he does. I love that Disney has like taken over and he's like just does whatever they want now. As long as he gets a paycheck, I don't care. But yeah, I do love them. But yeah, the horror element is more of just happenstance with them. So meanwhile, Pan's Labyrinth, this is such a cool design from Del Toro that like I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, that is just really freaking cool. So, and it's really menacing too when he when bites off the little pixie head or whatever. Like it's very slow and it's like, ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pale Man, I think is what they officially call it. Yeah, so it's just really cool.
Yeah, Austin, who you got?
Pale Man is like really, really cool, but man, just the characters and the chemistry of Tudyk and Tyler Labine is just so good. And I know Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is not 100% a horror movie. I mean, I know it's like a horror comedy, but like they're just so good. And to me, they're so much fun. Like I just want a whole movie of them just hanging out, building their cabin, and just trying to go fishing and just being on vacation without being interrupted. Just doing their thing and having their little bickering sessions. And yeah, like I gotta go with Tucker and Dale. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I gotta go with Tucker and Dale also, just because I want to show some love to Alan Tudyk and Tyler Labine. These are two awesome actors that deserve like as much work as they can possibly get. Like I hope to see them in as many things as I possibly can. So yeah, but Pan's Labyrinth is an awesome movie that I was pretty blown away by all the creature work and everything. Like it's definitely a movie that's right up my alley. But if the Pale Man was going up against it, like maybe like half the other stuff on the list, I'd probably choose Pale Man. But Tucker and Dale are awesome, so I got to go with Tucker and Dale.
Richie.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth is great, and Pale Man's a great character. That's put Guillermo del Toro on the map. But yeah, Tucker and Dale is just like, it was one of those hidden gems. It just came out straight to DVD. And it's like, I'll watch it. I'm like, why is it? This movie shouldn't be as good as it is. Yeah, and obviously it's like you could say, there are sort of heroes in the story. Every sort of they're just followed by bad luck. My dogs agree. And
yeah.
But like I don't know. I'm pleasantly surprised to see that Tucker and Dale on this list. And Alan Tudyk's amazing. Tyler Labine's amazing. So yeah, Tucker and Dale.
Yeah.
Right. One for Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, so these are our best horror characters. So it can include heroes, it can include villains, it can include anyone in between. So there's a mix. So yeah, but well, next we got
Dr. Herbert West from Reanimator. Yeah.
From Reanimator, yeah, that's right. Against Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's monster, yeah. Boris Karloff.
Frankenstein's monster.
Ooh, this might be an uphill battle for the Doctor, but we'll see. Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Reanimator's fun and all, but I absolutely love Frankenstein, both the film and the book. It's just a great classic character and really represents a lot of what the horror genre is all about, of just these outcasts that go awry kind of stuff. So yeah, I got to give it to Frankenstein's monster. So
yeah, Austin.
Yeah, Reanimator's too much fun, and Jeffrey Combs is always fun in everything he does. But like, look at that design of like Frankenstein's monster. It's like the design for Frankenstein. To this day, like when anybody is dressing up as it, or stuff like the monsters or whatever it is, like you got to have like the big forehead with the bolts in the neck, like that. It's just what Boris Karloff did with that was just amazing. So yeah, Frankenstein's monster. You got to go classic here.
Yeah, and Frankenstein's monster probably was the very first horror character that I was ever introduced to as a kid, like the very first, and there's a reason why this movie's been remade over and over and over and over again. It's such an iconic character, and the Reanimator is a lot of fun. Like I definitely I suggest if you haven't seen it to go check it out. But yeah, I gotta go with it. Frankenstein's monster. So, Richie.
Reanimator is one of those movies that are in my blind spot. I haven't seen it, but even that being said, I don't know in this instance whether that would matter because we got to Frankenstein's monster's got to go at least past round 1. That'd be so that I know we have had. I know we were a bit contrarian here, but there's no way this can't go past that round 1. So yes, Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. Jordan?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna rewatch you soon, but don't look while I do this. Yeah, I mean, let's use that quote we've been using a couple times. Come on. We're not voting on Frankenstein round 1. Come on.
Yeah.
As Pez said, that's Frankenstein when you close your eyes. So he's got to go forward. Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
People in the comments.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Well, let's throw a little girl in a pond and move on to round 2.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Frankenstein's monster didn't make him have to end the show, so because he's like the OG for horror movies. But moving on, we have Jigsaw from Saw going up against. I always forget how to pronounce.
Yeah. What is she actually called? I don't even know.
She's from the Grudge, but
we're going back and forth on it earlier. We were trying to figure it out.
Starts with a K. It's like Kyoto or something like that.
Kayako or Kyoto, yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and by the way, and we're more voting on
Psyche.
And we're more voting on Tobin Bell as Jigsaw, even though he put Billy the Puppet on the screen.
They come as a pair. It's a match set.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a pair. But yes.
Him. His voice.
It's a more fun character to look at and stuff. So yeah. So, but
all right, and I'm up first on this one. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Grudge, and the screaming kids are fun, but I love Tobin Bell's Jigsaw. I think he's awesome. He's just I got to give love to an actor that finally got his revival and finally got his due because of those movies, and he's just great. So yeah, I'll go with Jigsaw on this one.
Well, I think I'm actually going to go with Kyoto. I think that's how you say it, but
I think it's a K. I think it's Kayako or
Kayako.
Kayako.
But yeah.
But I grew up watching the Grudge movies. I thought they were a lot of fun. They really scared me when they first came out, especially if you go back to the Japanese version too. So yeah, like Ju-on and some of those movies. But yeah, I would always freak out my brothers by doing the little sound that they do in the Grudge would be yeah. But it always freaked me out. You see her coming on the security camera, and then she gets closer and closer, and she's right up to the screen and there, and also when she walks down the stairs and she's walking super creepy down the stairs too. That always gets me. So yeah, I gotta go with Kayako from The Grudge. Richie?
Yeah, I mean, I will say if you haven't seen the original, the original Grudge from Japan, that's far superior than the Sarah Michelle Gellar and the Tamlin ones. But I mean, maybe looking into it, but the very fact that we recognized. Jigsaw right away. We said Jigsaw. We couldn't remember the name of this person's character. Probably shows what the more iconic character is. I am gonna go Jigsaw, but I do respect the original Grudge.
Yeah. Jordan, you
got? I'm gonna have to continue with Jigsaw. Part of the detriment for me too is that when you think of Grudge, depending again on which one, the reboot, the American, it's not always her too. Sometimes there's other visions, other things going on. So I don't necessarily associate her as the main one. Jigsaw, that is the heart and soul of the Saw franchise, Tobin Bell. So let's go with him.
Yeah. Jen, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a little love to the Grudge here because like when I think Saw, I think more about the traps and everything. And yes, like Jigsaw is a big part of it, but I tend to think more of like the set pieces themselves rather than the character. Whereas for the Grudge, yeah, the American version, the film itself is not very great. It's not. However, the character is very strong. It's the sound design is really cool. The look is really cool. The particular scares, like I think this is actually a shot from my favorite scare in the American one, which is when they're in the bed and the sheet moves up a little bit and you lift it up and all of a sudden she's fucking right there. So yeah, like I really do like that sequence, which I think is right after the elevator scene that we were talking about. So I am going to give it to her for that. So yeah, like I do want to go back and rewatch the original one because it's been a really long time. Because I think the American one gets shown a lot, but the original unfortunately doesn't. So I do want to go seek that one out again.
Yeah, the original definitely deserves some love for sure. Austin?
Well, it's 3-2 for I already went. So 3-2 for Jigsaw and Billy there. Yeah, it's a little pair making the traps. Yeah.
All right, so
here we go. Pennywise.
You couldn't put Tim Curry up there for me.
Oh, against Chucky. Yeah.
Well, you can pretend it's Tim. Well, technically, Pennywise can take.
Should I get my phone? I'll pop it up for you, just like you did for Lon Chaney.
I'll pop it up for you.
It can take any form, so yeah, you can.
That's true.
Tim Curry or that.
So yeah. Yeah, these are just mere representations. So yeah. But who's up first this time, Austin?
This is you, Jordan. Here you go, Jen.
All right.
We'll put him up here like
look
this.
at him.
Hey, look at him.
This one's tough for me. Because probably I would say,
Or you can have him making silly face. Ooh, you just kind of listen. Whatever. Whatevs. Vote for me. Don't vote for me. Whatevs.
Yeah. But for me, I consider it the It series to be the better overall movie in my opinion. But as far as characters go, like I have so much love for Chucky, and I feel like on our last episode, maybe Chucky didn't get quite enough love, so I'll give some love to him. So yeah,
justice for Chucky, right, Jen?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, Richie, what do you got?
I mean, yeah, I'll. Both these characters are similar because they both hate kids. I'll throw some love. I mean, I'll throw some love to Chucky as well. I think obviously when you think of Pennywise, I think Tim Curry with Bill Skarsgård is really awesome as well. And yeah, I know. I just feel like I personally, if I'm, I don't know. I personally like Chucky over Pennywise. This is more my kind of style of horror. So yeah, Chucky.
Well, sounds good. Jordan, who you got?
Well, this might be a good plug for the new Chucky show premiering soon.
Yeah,
on
right.
Sci-Fi and
Yeah, right.
USA. But
new Chucky.
although they're going to edit me out because I'm going to vote for Pennywise.
Okay. Yeah, right.
I kind of go like
You're not
maybe
getting a sponsorship.
what would scare me more in Pennywise and mess with your head, make you see things, can kill you in all sorts of ways. Unless you're a main character in the first one, then you're fine because they'll take way too long to get to the killing.
Right. Yeah. Jen?
All right, Jen.
You got?
Yeah, Pennywise plays with his food too much. Like I love Pennywise. I obviously I love the Tim Curry version. I do think Bill Skarsgård does a fantastic job in the newer iterations. However, I feel like he's underutilized, so it pisses me off a little bit. But I absolutely love Chucky. Justice for Chucky. Like this is just such a cool, weird idea, and I love that like it took on its own life as a franchise, and it's coming back and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Chucky.
One back. Yep.
How dare you, Jen? How dare you vote against Tim Curry?
Beep. Move on.
No, I'm going to
Austin?
vote for Chucky also, mainly because, goddamn, Brad Dourif does not get enough credit for being an awesome actor and just so much
Yeah.
fun. And you could tell, like, every time he plays a character, I'm so glad they're still bringing him back, even for this TV show. Like, he just has so much fun with the role, and you can tell he's just always had fun with it. And he puts 100% into it. So, yeah, like, Pennywise is fun. I enjoy both versions. But, yeah, let's give some love to Chucky in this tournament. Let's put him through the second round. Yeah.
Yeah, let's give him some love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come on.
No, not the Crypt Keeper again. Jordan, what'd you do?
What the crypt? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I said
I guess I
no.
missed one. If you want to figure it out, we can skip
Oh
forward.
boy, I'll have to go through my list and figure it out and delete them all.
Come
And
against the
find
ring
them.
because that happens sometimes. Like I'll just throw everything up there, and then somehow one of them like if you click off to the side here, it'll like make certain ones disappear, and then other ones will just randomly take its place for some reason. Just a weird way of the website. So we'll skip this matchup for now. If
We'll
you can
come back.
figure it out, Austin, you can let me know.
I'm gonna start putting check marks by each one, and we'll come back and see what we're missing at the end. So
Yeah, but
we'll
if we
figure it out.
If we can't figure it out, we may have to give a pass to the ring, maybe, but we'll see. So,
Mhm.
but we have Ash next, going up against the fire face guy from Insidious. So
Yeah, the red faced demon from Insidious.
yeah, so I believe Richie is up first. Is that right, or is it me?
It is Richie up first. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
All right. This is also no contest. I mean, Insidious is fine. The character is fine. But yeah, Ash.
Yeah. Jordan?
Rinse and repeat what Richie said. Let's move on.
Yeah. Jen?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if this is good Ash or bad Ash. He's gonna win no matter what. Like the red face demon, like it's a cool design and everything, and the big scare where it pops up behind the mother, like that is the biggest scare I think in the original Insidious. But yeah, like so, come on, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come out.
Kim.
Austin?
Yeah, easy for Ash. Ash is the man.
Yeah.
Easy.
And well, since Ash is already going through, I just want to give some love to the Fireface Demon, because actually Insidious is my favorite horror movie of all time. For whatever reason, it just struck a chord with me. Just seeing him go into the further, seeing him go and like see this like crazy world. Like they did like such a cool job from James Wan building this other world. And then the first time that you see him, he like in like some kind of like jail cell in a dungeon, and he's like sharpening his claws and stuff, and it's really, really terrifying. And so yeah, I'm gonna give some love to the Fireface Demon, but even though Ash is moving on, so we'll see Ash in round 2. All right, come on. Next we have Jaws going up against the flies.
Brundlefly.
Yeah.
All right, so Jordan Owens is up first. Yes, sir.
I mean, I guess
It's tough.
yeah. I mean, I do love the prosthetics, and Goldblum's performance at the same time. Just the love for Jaws is overwhelming. So let's go Jaws.
Yeah. Jen, who you got?
I mean, Jaws is my #1 film of all time, so it is
Okay.
stacked to deck here a little bit. But yeah, like I love Bruce. Brundlefly, meanwhile, like he's just kind of a menace to himself. Like at any moment, he's just gonna fall apart. So it's not really that much of a problem for me. So yeah. Meanwhile, I am not gonna go swimming in the ocean. So yeah, Bruce.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, this one's kind of tough because they're both in like my top 20 movies of all time, and I adore both of them. But yeah, I think I'll go. We need more like animals on this list or whatever. So yeah, I'll go Jaws.
Sure.
I'll go with Bruce. Let's vote for Bruce.
Bruce, don't let me down, Bruce. But well, for me, like I recognize Jaws is an amazing movie, but I feel like it's a little overrated. People kind of rank it up there as like the greatest of all time, and for me personally, I wouldn't really say greatest of all time. I would say great. I mean, for me, was still like an 8 or 9 out of 10. But I want to try and give some love to Jeff Goldblum. I'm a huge Jeff Goldblum fan, and seeing him here is kind of less like kind of quirky. I mean, he's like quirky for the movie, but he's not the usual kind of quirky, kind of confused, weirdo Jeff Goldblum that we have nowadays. So yeah,
he really leaned into his eccentricities. Yeah.
yeah, right. But Richie, who you got?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go Bruce. I paid so much little attention to movies sometimes I didn't even know that Shark had a name. So
yeah.
Bruce.
I mean, he doesn't really. It's more of a set thing, but yeah.
yeah. But with that, we got Bruce moving on Jaws. So all right. So next we have a Godzilla going up against Carrie. Ooh, interesting matchup.
Well, specifically Gojira from like the original, because he's more of a horror character, true horror character kind of. Yeah, like because Godzilla's been a hero in some movies, but yeah, and
Gojira,
Carrie. Gojira. Yeah. So Jen.
Oh man, I have to go first. This is tough. I love both of these characters. Like the prom sequence in Carrie is one of my favorite horror sequences of all time. But I love Godzilla. He's so cool. And we were just talking about how we have a lot of humans on this list. And I would like to see some more creature representation. And what better than the king himself? And he has like one of my favorite movie themes of all time too, of just from the original. It's so good. I love it. It gets me pumped. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Godzilla.
Yeah. Austin?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you know some shit's coming when Godzilla comes out of the ocean and pokes his head out. Oh man, it's time to flee. I'm a massive Godzilla fan. He's the king of the monsters for a reason. He's a monster, and I think he absolutely deserves to be on this list. Carrie's great. She's a lot of fun, but compared to some of these other powerhouses, like I gotta go with Godzilla.
Her mother's the real villain. Like, come on, the mother's terrifying. So yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Carrie does commit mass murder.
Yeah.
I had it coming.
yeah. But yeah. Well, I just want to give a shout out to Sissy Spacek playing Carrie. Like I thought she was great in the role, but I mean, I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Like me and Austin for our Saturday Night Live show, we just did one where the host was Matthew Broderick, and then Tracy Morgan then comes on in and interrupts his opening monologue, just doing the original theme from the original Godzilla, dun 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 dun, just like over and over and over again. Yeah. And like to the point where it's like annoying him, so he can't finish the monologue. So that was a lot of fun. But the original one certainly is one of the best Godzillas, if not the best Godzilla. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Godzilla. Richie?
First of all, props to you for putting Sissy Spacek up there, not Chloe Grace Moretz.
Right.
You
get the real
nothing to do with her performance. She's great, but that movie sucked. But yes, this is actually kind of hard. As a pure horror villain, just because you mentioned that, there's a couple of movies where he's I don't know, as a pure horror character. I don't know. I'm tempted to just go for Carrie, but I don't mind if Godzilla goes through. But I'm gonna go Carrie.
Yeah. Jordan?
My heart goes Carrie. I mean, I do think she's more horrific. Godzilla's kind of they're both misunderstood. but Carrie just that iconic scene that there's a reason it's been remade a couple times, and I love it. I gotta go with Carrie.
Yeah. Well, even with that, Godzilla still squeaks in there, so. Godzilla by a razor-thin margin. So.
Carrie, I was nice to you, not them.
Right. They approve.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But next we have Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. Going up against the Xenomorph.
The Xenomorph. Oh, no.
We're against the brick wall. it you, Austin?
I'm up first. Yeah, like Oogie Boogie's my favorite character from that movie, but like Aliens is my number one favorite movie of all time. Like the Xenomorph character design is nothing like anything we've seen in the history of cinema. I mean, H.R. Giger's design is just, I mean, so unique and so cool and so much fun. Like just a study, like you just look and you just want to study every piece of like that creature design. It's amazing. So yeah, the Xenomorph. I mean, I'm the Xenopez tonight, so the Xenomorph, man. Yeah, come on.
You got to be true to your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I have a lot of love for Oogie Boogie. Like I'm a pretty big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but like the Xenomorph is just the Xenomorph, and it kind of went up against a brick wall. I do like that they both kind of have the green kind of glowing thing going on, but I mean, but like yeah, like I gotta go with the Xenomorph all day. That character just like super cool looking. Probably one of the coolest aliens ever put to screen. So yeah, I gotta go with Xenomorph. Richie?
You know, just to be a contrarian in the fact that we had a lot of alien love last episode, I'm gonna go Oogie Boogie on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jordan?
No, I can't be contrarian, man. This is a come on for me. It's a Xenomorph all day for me.
Come on. Yeah. Well, Jen?
Yeah, I was all ready to vote Oogie Boogie like as soon as he popped up, and then it was like, oh shit, it's the Xenomorph. I was like, anybody else, I probably would have picked him, but come on, like but he's got a theme song. The Xenomorph doesn't have a theme song. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Xenomorph.
You're joking.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe my ears.
Can't believe I got beat out by a Xenomorph.
my dogs.
But the Xenomorph moves on, so let's see.
Oh, we got Patrick Bateman.
Another person who has a theme
Psycho.
song, kind of.
Yeah.
It's hit the P square. Oh, against Gizmo.
All right. What are we gonna do?
Well, and Gizmo, just to let you know, Gizmo's kind of representing Gremlins in
All the
general.
Gremlins?
So, like,
Okay.
yeah, basically like the Mogwais and the Gremlins. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of we debated putting like Gizmo in one corner and then like
Stripe,
the
yeah.
Gremlins, like Stripe or whatever. But you know, just Gremlins. We just want to have a few more characters. So, yeah.
Well, actually,
All right.
spoiler
So,
alert. Actually, I did put the evil Gremlins on here just because I wanted to have the potential matchup. So that is coming up. So
this is just
maybe,
Gizmo.
Yeah. So here this is
Gizmo,
just
okay.
Gizmo. Yep.
okay.
We're gonna have the evil ones coming up in a minute. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So and
Jordan, you're first. You're first, Jordan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like for me, it's just hard to vote against Gizmo. Like I mean, it's just Gizmo. Like he's an iconic character. Like he's just so much fun to watch. Like I mean, and like so much more that movie that I remember versus American Psycho. Like for me, like it was kind of a forgettable movie in a lot of ways. The character's not, but the movie in general is. So yeah, I got to go with Gizmo. Richie?
When I think of a horror character, though, I think of like you know characters who are sort of intimidating, who can are scary. Well, look at Gizmo; he's fucking adorable. That is a. I can't, and we were talking about before about characters inspired by Norman Bates. This is one of the big examples here. I love American Psycho. I mean, much like the Gremlins, I love Gremlins, but I'm going to go Patrick Bateman in this one.
Yeah. Jordan, what you got?
Yeah, I got the Funko Pop somewhere in this house. I got to go with Patrick Bateman. You got the other Funko Pop. Well, my Funko Pop would murder yours if he wanted to.
Whatever, man. When Gizmo puts on the headband, he'll whoop Patrick Bateman's ass.
Yeah.
Almost makes me want to turn my choice, but now I'll
He
stick
pulls
with
up the
good
bow
old
and
Patrick
arrow,
Bateman,
Rambo style.
and let's pop on some Huey Lewis in the news, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jen.
Yeah, I mean, like the Bateman is a really interesting character, and I'm not talking about Ben, And yeah, like
Mhm.
that the whole scene like there where he's just losing it to Hip to Be Square, it still is like to this day it's such a weird choice. And like, but yeah, there's a lot of really interesting choices in American Psycho. Just never gonna get the idea of like naked Christian Bale running around with a chainsaw. However, look at that face. I can't say no to that face. Come on, I gotta give it to Gizmo.
Right. Austin?
Bright light. Yeah, I know he would not like my setup right now because I got two bright lights right in front of me, so I'd have to hide Gizmo. But yeah, I mean, come on, it's Howie Mandel doing the voice too, man. That's fun. Come on,
Right.
I'll go Gizmo. I'm a big Gremlins fan, so yeah, I'm gonna go Gizmo.
Well, 3-2, and Gizmo's moving on.
Mhm.
So. Yeah. So, well, speaking of the evil ones.
Oh, there he is.
There they are. So
there they are.
right there. So we got Stripe, and that's one of the other evil ones going up against the killer clowns from outer space.
That's a good match.
A trio.
Yeah. So
8-man tag.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, Richie, you're up first on this. Speaking of 8-man tag, who you got? Who you got in this tag team matchup? In this battle royale?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is really fun, and these guys are what makes it really good. But you know what? I say no to Gizmo, but I can't say no. The evil gremlins. I think we had to have some gremlin love on this episode. So I'm gonna go evil gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jordan, who you got?
I'm in agreement with Richie again. I'm gonna have to say, some love to clowns, but I can't knock gremlins too much. Let's give love to some evil gremlins now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, these two groups, they do have similar vibes, but yeah, if I'm gonna one of the two, the better film is obviously Gremlins and Gremlins 2. And yeah, like it's just a fun little puppetry kind of thing. I'm a fan of puppets. I love puppets. So yeah, I gotta go with Gremlins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Austin?
Yeah, I'll definitely go with the Gremlins. We should have put the Streaker Gremlin up there. That would have been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
the Flasher. Open it up with a little trench coat. That's always fun. But yeah, I do appreciate the Kyoto brothers what they did with the Killer Clowns. Like that stuff like kind of freaked me out the first time I saw them when I was a kid, and I'm not even really afraid of clowns. But like, and shout out to Ernest Scared Stupid for repurposing the outfits for the little goblins at the end of that movie. Yeah.
They're more terrifying to me than the Killer Clowns are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For me, I got to go with Stripe and the evil gremlin. Just mostly because I want to see the matchup against Gizmo, but we'll say when it comes to the evil clowns from outer space, that like I have plans to go to Halloween Horror Nights next year. I've never been before, but the Killer Clowns horror house always looks like really, really cool, like one of the best ones. So I'm looking forward to that. But I got to go with the evil gremlins here. So and with that, moving on. All right. Okay. So next up, we have Jeepers Creepers.
The Creeper.
The Creeper going up against
Slimer.
Yeah. All right.
Jordan Owens.
Yeah.
So maybe based on who directed the first Jeepers Creepers, and also just Slimer.
Right.
Let's go with Slimer all day. Sorry, Creeper. Your director was a Creeper.
Yeah, exactly. Jen?
Yeah, that's kind of exactly where I was going to go with this. Like, I kind of want to just forget that Jeepers Creepers exists. And Slimer, meanwhile, is a really fun character that I think is really iconic in both the movies and the TV show. So, yeah.
Yeah. Austin?
Well, let's get Slimer over there so we can have the battle of who you don't want to feed after midnight.
Yeah, right.
Slimer takes care of himself. He doesn't need anybody to feed him anything.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, it's just kind of sad that like we kind of have to kind of like almost wipe Jeepers Creepers from existence just because of like how like much of a creep the director was, and so yeah, but I do really like the design, but yeah, I gotta go Slimer. Plus, Slimer's awesome. He's a lot of fun. So yeah.
I mean, it's sort of hard to, I know, like it'd be, it's horror characters, so you want to like just talk about the characters, but it's really hard to ignore that. Look at the character in isolation without the director, the guy who directed the movie being a POS. So I mean, even beyond that, like, Slimer's still a better character in my opinion. So yeah, Slimer.
Yeah. Well, it is unanimous. So Slimer moves on. So all right. And up next we have the Candyman going up against Dracula. All right.
Whoa.
Interesting. So
Right.
and Jen, you're up first.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
That's tough.
This is a really good matchup. These are both two strong, like classy kind of like subdued, menacing
very
characters.
classy.
I like them both. However, I gotta go classic here. I gotta go with Dracula. Like he's the OG. Like I know we had Nosferatu over, but like I think this particular iteration of Dracula is what really made vampires maintain status as a horror kind of trope. So yeah, I gotta go for Lugosi here.
Yeah. Austin?
I'm gonna go Candyman on this one, man. I love Tony Todd, and I'm a big. I'm really high on Candyman lately. Ever since I rewatched it like about a month or two ago. I've been listening to that score like all the time. Like it's so great, and like it's very, very classy. I mean, look at those jackets they got. They're almost very similar, kind of creeping up on their necks, and you can almost see Tony Todd playing kind of a version of a Dracula, like he's got the presence for it and the voice. Like that voice is just that's what puts it over the top for me, man. I'm gonna go Candyman on this one.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go Candyman too. Like for whatever reason, I've never really been big on like vampire characters. I mean, there's a couple that really stand out. This one is one of the OGs, well, the OG, but like Tony Todd was just so menacing and just like creepy and like he did such an amazing job. Yeah, so I haven't seen the new Candyman, but I want to. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go Candyman. Richie, what you got?
Yeah, look, I think if it was up against most others, Dracula would be a shoo-in. But yeah, I mean, I love Candyman. I love Tony Todd. I haven't seen the new one yet. It's one of my. Hopefully I'll get around to it soon. But I can't say comes in under Candyman. So Candyman.
Yeah. Jordan.
I mean, I would have voted for Dracula, but I bet again can't mind the could be potential upset here. But yeah, Candyman's great. Tony Todd, reason why we still love him to this day. We want him in the new one. And yeah, check out the new one. It's pretty good. So
yeah, I like the new one a lot. I really enjoyed it.
Check it out, but yeah.
Right, so maybe a bit of an upset with Candyman.
Ooh. Yeah.
Taking on Dracula.
Yeah. So
I'm not mad about it.
We got Ghostface, which is kind of like probably a heavy favorite for this panel.
Who's he going up against? Oh, he's going up against the creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah. Okay. All right. Some more classic monsters. Yeah. I'm up first. Much love to Recruit Browning, who's still hustling the convention circuit, even at like 95 years old or whatever it is, he's doing his best. But man, like that mask was just so unique, kind of like the Michael Meyers mask. Like it just makes the character, and anybody who puts it on is just instantly kind of menacing. I just really like the design of Ghostface, so I'll go Ghostface.
Yeah. And Ghostface might be my favorite character on this whole list. Like I'm a huge, massive, diehard Scream fan. It's probably my favorite horror franchise, and I've been Ghostface at least twice for Halloween. I have a costume in my storage somewhere, but
it's a really good quick costume.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Yeah, super easy. Just get the knife with the blood in it, and then the little cloak and the mask, and then you're good to go. So,
even just a chunky cell phone, like
right.
Get a nice old brick cell phone off of eBay or a thrift store or something like that. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. So but the creature from the Black Lagoon, like I kind of see it as like maybe one of the less iconic of the the original Universal horror monster, but he's still a great character. So, but I gotta go Ghostface. So,
All right.
Richie.
Well, I am the Scream guy, but I'll tell you what. My head's at the moment. So like Ghostface, the design and everything is really cool. It's a cool, really cool looking design and stuff like that. But the character Ghostface, the killer of Ghostface, is only as good as a person underneath them. I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to be. We talked about it before. I'm not going to be intimidated by Scott Foley. Yeah. So sometimes
Yeah, right.
sometimes the reveal undercuts what everything. And at the end of the day, it's just a killer. Like there's not like, I don't know. I'm not as. So I'm by that sort of. I'm going to go with Creature from Black Lagoon, but I wouldn't be mad if Ghostface gets it. But yeah, he's just a. I don't know. I feel like there's more kind of intimidating, great characters out there. Whereas Ghostface is just like. It's just an idea of a character portrayed by other people, multiple people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jordan?
No, Richie, I'm the Scream guy. How dare you? Scott Foley's number one fan, obviously.
Yeah, right.
No, I do understand what Richie's saying. The point I was going to make is that, the reveal sometimes isn't as good as maybe the journey, but that first movie, I think the reveal is great. Love those first two killers. Love Ghostface, love Scream, so I'm going to go with Scream.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, just to push back on that a little bit, like I think the reason Ghostface works is because like the reveal later can kind of ruin it a little bit, but it's the idea of the anonymous, whatever, I can't speak today. Anonymity. Thank you. Is what really makes him intimidating, because you're like, you don't know who it is. Like, it could be your best friend, and you don't know that your best friend is a serial killer. And like, particularly when you get to Scream 2 in the sequence in the theater, because everyone's like freaking wearing it, that it just makes it all the more terrifying, because you're like, he could be anywhere at any time. And meanwhile, like the Creature from the Black Lagoon, I said I like the Universal Classic Monsters, but this is like the dorkiest one of them.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I do enjoy the movie is because I really do like the way that they film the underwater kind of sequences, because for the time, like, that's hard to do, and it looks really cool. But other than that, he's not particularly menacing or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ghostface. But I understand the argument, but still, like, Scream is a much better movie, obviously. So
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. Ghostface moving on. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So up next we have Freddy finally.
Freddy.
There he is.
There he is.
Krueger. And we went to Annabelle.
Versus Annabelle. Oh, sorry, Annabelle.
Yeah.
Freddy. This is good one.
Yeah.
Right.
Is anybody not voting for Freddy on this one?
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
No.
I mean,
Okay,
I think
all right, go ahead.
I would love to hear the jokes that Freddy has towards Annabelle, but he's definitely going to win no matter what. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. To a character that does not even dream, so that.
Yeah. Well, and a character that actually doesn't even really
she doesn't move. Like, you don't see it.
Yeah, she just sits there. Like, you don't ever see him move. It's not like Chucky running around.
She's not a character.
Yeah, it's just a prop. Yeah. Just an entity.
The Babadook prop is scarier than the Annabelle prop, and that's the whole character. So.
I'm more scared about that book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But make that one a quick one. Move it to Bub.
We got Bub. Day of the Dead. All right. Versus the Graboids.
The Graboids from Tremors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is a fun matchup. So who's up first?
So we kind of just breezed through that. So I'll still let host Jordan go first, because we didn't really do like a vote.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna skip that one.
This one's tough for me because I have a lot of love for Tremors. Tremors is an awesome movie, so much fun. But since we are going strictly characters, like, I do feel like at the end of the day, like Bub's a really fun character, and I picked that scene because it's my favorite scene where he's like listening to the headphones and like playing different music. I thought that was a lot of fun, just kind of seeing the zombie kind of perk up and sort of come back to life a little bit. So yeah, I actually think that I got to go with Bub on this one.
Richie,
what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. For what similar reasoning, I'll go Bub on this one.
Yeah. Jordan?
Yeah, no, I agree. I like the Terminator franchise. Another one I've kind of grown up with a little bit here and there, fallen off of some of the more recent Jamie Kennedy, John Heater ones. But they are just kind of faceless monsters, and just stay out of the desert. You'll be fine. But you can't avoid zombies, and Bub is a way more fun character. So let's go with that.
Yeah. Jen?
Yeah, I was all ready to vote for Bub when he popped up, but yeah, as soon as the graboid popped up, like the idea of Tremors is so cool to me. Like it's very playful. It's like the ultimate game of like the floor is lava. So I gotta go with the graboid. It's a cool design. It's a cool character, and it's just a really fun idea. But I love Bub though. He's fun.
Yeah.
Graboid.
Austin?
Well, I thought I was going to be the only one voting for Graboids. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it because I love Tremors. This is a movie I've seen literally more than any other movie. I've seen it over 300 times. I love Tremors, and just the creature design of the Graboids is just so unique and like so much fun. Like it opens up and it's got multiple tongues and like they're grabbing you and they're eating, like it's great. Like I love it. So I know Bub's going to win. I'm not mad about Bub going through. Bub's a lot of fun, and the character is uber fun like throughout the movie, and it's very memorable. I'm sad to see the Graboids not making it further, but that's okay.
Yeah. With that, Bub, moving on past the Graboid. Let's see. That's the end of round one.
So I know who we're missing, so we can go back up to it.
Who is it? Okay,
I have whittled it down, and it is none other than Texas Chainsaw's Leatherface.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
So yes.
So I guess Jigsaw. Right now,
Nope.
It was Samara, I think. Yeah.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah. So the Crypt Keeper might have to represent it for now. For some reason, the website's weird like that.
It's fine.
They'll throw it off every once in a while, but yeah, Texas Chainsaw Leatherface going up against Samara. So that's this matchup. So is it Richie first or is it?
We're up to Richie. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So we got between those two.
So it's actually tough.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Leatherface, just slightly. I think he's a more iconic villain, but I do respect the ring. But yeah, Leatherface.
Yeah. Jordan?
Yeah, my heart goes towards Leatherface as well. To be trapped in that house. Ooh. All you gotta do is not watch a VHS. So let's go Leatherface.
Yeah. Jen?
Oh, this is tough. I because I know what's around here, I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna have opinions stronger for the whatever this goes up against. So I guess I'm gonna give it to Samara just to whatever to be contrarian. Because like when she comes out of the TV, like that was really like at the time like was like chilling of like just the way that it happens because the hair comes first and it's like you don't expect that kind of thing. So it's just a cool little thing. I don't know. There's some cool stuff in there from Gore Verbinski. So I'll give it to the ring.
Yeah. Austin?
My vote's on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Well, for me, I'd probably go with Samara in the ring because, like, for me, I just like the whole mystery of it. Like, the first time that I ever saw it, I was in high school. That showed it to him. I was in a film class, which is kind of interesting to watch a movie like the Ring in a film class in high school. But yeah, and I remember watching it with my ex, and she was so scared that on the first movie she wouldn't even watch the second one. She completely refused. She wouldn't do it. So
I mean, the second one's not really worth it. So
That's not great. So she does
Evil Deer. Yeah. Oh no.
What about the third?
What about Rings? Yeah, Rings.
Yeah,
the second one's far less scary. Yeah. And so, but like I just like the mystery of like trying to figure out all the mystery behind all the images in the video and the whole 7 days thing, and like seeing the seeing Amber Tamlin in the beginning that wouldn't like frozen with the horrified look on her face, like some kind of crazy look when she dies. And so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And also too, I'm more of a fan of some of the like later Texas Chainsaw Massacres. I have a hot take. I don't really like the original one, so I'm gonna go with the Ring. But even with that, the
3-2
pseudo-representation
for Crypt Leatherface.
Yeah, right. Crypt Leatherface. Moving on. All right, so that's the end of round 1 officially.
All right,
So-
good job, guys. We're only at 150, and now we're ready to plow through the inner brackets. Yay!
The power of come on.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on.
Right, yeah.
We skipped a few of this. All right, so we'll
What
pick
I
up
need
the
to
pace
say.
and put it into another gear, and we're gonna see who wins this
See.
whole thing. We'll see what
All right,
matchups we
so-
have here. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, so first one we had Damian from the Omen. Here, let me zoom it out just a tad. Going up against Rose
Versus
the Hat.
Rose the Hat.
Mm.
All right.
So
And Mr. Owens, you're up first.
Hey, I was just thinking about it too. Don't know why I went with this voice, but I'm gonna keep going with it, and let's go. Let's show some love to Rose the Hat. I think we can really power this underdog through. And I'm done with this voice. I apologize.
Sounds good. Jen, what do you think?
Oh, it's tricky. Because I love The Omen. It's one of like my favorite horror movies. I don't know why. And like given the choice, I would definitely
Really
pick The Omen to watch. I would pick The Omen over Dr. Sleep, even though I love Dr. Sleep. It's a great film. But Rose the Hat has a lot more heavy lifting to do than Damian does in these two films. So I'm gonna give it to her again. So yeah. Dark horse, yeah.
Sounds good. Austin?
And you know what? I voted against her last time, and sometimes I like to just switch things up for fun. So I'll vote for Rose the Hat this time, just to have a little fun.
Yeah. And yeah, like this is really tough. Like for me, these are both great movies. Like I love Doctor Sleep. I love the Omen. For me, they're kind of hard to say which one I actually like better. But I know that when the second trailer for Doctor Sleep came out and like kind of related everything back to The Shining and everything, like I was really hyped for them. Like they had a great trailer for that. That like probably one of look at my top 20 trailers of all time. But so and also just seeing Rebecca Ferguson kind of creeping around, stealing the souls or the essence of the people or whatever she does. That I gotta go with Rose the Hat. So
Richie?
Richie?
Yeah, clean sweep, Rose the Hat.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like Rose the Hat would get quite the high out of sucking the soul out of Damian. You know?
Yeah, right.
You know, strap him down and suck the essence right out of him.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of fear in him,
that.
I don't think. So I don't know. He might be
I
kind
think
of
she
empty
could
calories.
put the fear in him.
Been for a rude awakening with that soul.
Mhm.
Yeah, but moving on, we got Hellraiser going.
Yeah,
up
Pinhead. Pinhead and Norman Bates.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pinhead and Norman. All right. And Jen, I think you're up first.
Jen, yeah.
Man. I feel like these two have a lot in common. They're both very tortured souls that
Mm-hmm.
the love of the right woman, they can turn it around. But like Pinhead, like he really like is the heart of the Hellraiser series. But Norman, I love Anthony Perkins' decisions and choices in his performance so much. I'm gonna stick with Norman.
Yeah. Austin?
I think I'll go with Norman because I think Norman, oddly enough, has the stronger franchise. If you've seen 2, 3, and 4, they're actually pretty underrated, really good. They're good. like it needs to be seen more. And Hellraiser, yeah, Pinhead's got 2 strong movies, and then it's all downhill from there. And he's just kind of there. So Pinhead's design again is still awesome, but I'll go Norman.
Yeah, this one's really tough for me. Like I really love both these characters, but just for the one that really scares me more, I think I got to go with Pinhead. Like ever since I was a kid, I've been like really scared of Hellraiser. And
I mean, you see Pinhead, you know you're fucked. That's really what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you know somebody that he wants more than you, and you can make a deal, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, when you see Norman Bates, you're not really scared initially, but then you find out what he's truly like, and then you know you're fucked. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going Pinhead. So Richie, what do you got?
You know, I'll go Pinhead.
All right.
Yeah.
Jordan.
All right, Jordan, it's on you.
I think Mother wants me to choose Norman Bates, so let's go Norman Bates.
All
Man.
right.
Don't disappoint Mother.
Yeah.
I don't want
Good
to,
point.
so
All right. Norman Bates, moving on. So, next we have Captain Spaulding going up against the Babadook.
versus Mr. Babadook. Oh. I'm up first. This one's a little bit easier for me. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Captain Spaulding. He's great. Like, he just makes me laugh, but he's also menacing. Yeah, I'll stick with the Captain.
Yeah. For me, actually, I think I'm gonna go Captain Spaulding here, just because I just feel like the Babadook's just more of a storybook character. Like, I don't know how much, like, how based in reality he really is. So I got to go with Captain Spaulding, I think. Richie?
Much love to Sid Haig, but I'm going Babadook. You guys are crazy.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jordan?
I will continue and make Jen choose because Babadook goes for me.
Oh, all right. You got the tiebreaker, Jen.
I mean, I wasn't shy about saying I'm not a big fan of Rob Zombie. Meanwhile, I love the Babadook, so yeah, Babadook, Dook, get him over there.
Yeah. I'm not mad about it.
But they both are masters of the makeup applying. They're like, look at these two, fabulous.
Yeah,
They were probably friends, you know.
Hey, they
Maybe.
both got little top hats on.
Yeah.
Just different sizes.
Similar fashion choices.
Yeah. But up next we got Beetlejuice going up against
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
80s battle, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. The dog saw the marshmallows. They got very excited.
Yeah. Time to get hungry. Yeah.
All right, Jordan.
Man, this one's tough. I think, Ghostbusters I've seen way more times. Like, for some reason, I've only seen Beetlejuice one time all the way through, and then I keep, for whatever reason, every time that I see clips of it or like catch it on TV, like, it's always the scene where they're sitting around the dinner table singing "Daylight Come" and me wanting to go home. So I've seen that scene like at least 10 times probably, but I think overall, if we're talking about which character that I have more fun with, it's probably going to be Beetlejuice. I think I got to go Beetlejuice in this one. If we're talking just pure characters, if we're talking overall movies, I might pick Ghostbusters, but here I'm going to go Beetlejuice. But I think Richie had to go tend to the dogs for a second.
Tend to the dogs. We'll go to Jordan and we'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Beetlejuice. I just feel like there's more to the character. You know, marshmallows. It's more of a fun idea, and you know what? Now Beetlejuice there's so much more to it, and he's a little more tricky and so on. So let's go Beetlejuice, and also Michael Keaton. Come on.
Yeah. All right. And he's back. So,
Hey.
Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, look, Marshmallow Man's fun, but yeah, I think the more sort of horror character would be Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think?
Michael Keaton's doing it for me. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
You gotta go Beetlejuice here. Like Stay Puft is fun and everything, but yeah, like between these two, what you think horror? Beetlejuice is it.
Yeah. Austin?
Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy. You think I'm qualified, huh? You think I'm qualified? Yeah. Beetlejuice, man. Michael Keaton he rocks.
Beetlejuice. Moving into the next round. All right. Yeah. So, we have Henry with the good son up next. Just kind of giving you that like innocent look there. Going up against Jason.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh man!
What a match!
Yeah. Well, I guess Richie.
If he can.
I'll gotta go quickly, but Jason.
Yeah.
Jason. Okay, gotcha.
Jordan.
Yeah, it was fun getting Macaulay to pass around, but yeah, Jason.
Yeah. Jen.
This is so funny. Like, I love this matchup. I would love to see this matchup because, like, just I feel like Macaulay would like try to walk up to him and try to like start trying to trick him or whatever.
Yeah.
And Jason would just machete down, like split him in half, and it'd
right
be
in half.
amazing. So I love The Good Son, but come on, it's Jason.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, little Henry and his pair of scissors ain't gonna cut the mustard against Jason and his machete. Sorry, ain't gonna happen, Jason.
Yeah, no. yeah. Well, Jason, it is. All right. So next up we got Kevin.
Kevin Crumb.
Yeah.
Versus Michael Myers.
Ooh, this one's kind of interesting.
All right. Okay. Jordan Owens.
No. Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jen, you think?
I mean, this is a good matchup. This is another children of failed mental health institutions. But yeah, like I said before, James McAvoy's performance is really cool, but I don't find him particularly terrifying. Whereas Michael Myers is Michael Myers, and he's fantastic. He's one of the best slashers of all time. So yeah, I gotta go Michael.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I feel like the Beast would put up a decent fight against Michael, but Michael's going to take him in the end. So, yeah, Michael.
Yeah, like I'm not so sure that like maybe in the Beast form that Kevin might win against Michael Myers. I don't know, but Michael Myers is Michael Myers. Like he's one of my like top 3 of all time. So I got to go with Michael Myers. Richie?
Yeah. Look, as much as I really admire James McAvoy's performance as Kevin, Michael Myers should probably, go really far in this tournament. Yes, Michael Myers.
Yep. All right.
I think we're going to have a heavy hitter match the next round when we get back to it. And one of them's not going to make it to the Elite Eight, so that could be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. Yep. All right, so we have
Regan from The Exorcist.
Going against the Bride of
against Bride of Frankenstein. 2 ladies.
Right. Yeah. All right.
So Jen. Jen.
Okay,
I like both of these characters. They're both really strong looks. But I think I got to give it to Regan. Like she is far more menacing of the two and has clearly more screen time because you really only get the bride in like the last 15, 20 minutes maybe. So I got to give it to Regan. Like that's a terrifying idea. So
yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I think Regan and Pazuzu would handle the bride pretty handily, and I'd rather encounter the bride than Regan in real life. So yeah, I'll go with Regan.
Yeah, the combination of Regan and Pazuzu, I think takes this one for me. So pretty easily. So yeah, gotta go with Regan. Richie?
I like how this episode is turning into Fight Club. Oh man, he was shooting.
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah, right.
We gotta go somewhere. Let's go. Let's start fighting.
Yeah. You're Regan and fuck up bride. The bride say that's Regan.
Yeah. yeah. Jordan?
Hashtag Team Pazuzu, Regan.
Yeah. All right. Regan it is. All right.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get to a winner. It's going to have to be Fight Club up in here pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
So really takes it.
So
who's Jack Torrance fighting?
Yeah. Hannibal
Final.
Yeah, this could easily be a final. Ooh.
Yeah, easily. All right. So Austin.
Oh man. Oh damn. That's a hell of a second round matchup. Shit. By a hair, I'm gonna say Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like we kind of has to for some of these come down to like a sure like battle kind of because it's like I kind of like these characters equally, but I kind of feel like Jack Torrance could probably take Hannibal Lecter. I mean, just because probably half the time Hannibal's going to be tied up somewhere or like in a straitjacket or masked up or something, So yeah, just by sliver, I'm actually going Jack Torrance.
Yeah, but Hannibal might be able to talk Jack into swallowing his own tongue somehow.
I think mentally.
Yeah, he's going to
That
beat
is
him in the
true.
mental game. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But,
Richie.
Richie?
Hannibal by a head.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, damn, right away. Luckily, other people went first.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm also leaning towards Hannibal, so let's
Okay.
go with Mr. Lecter, man.
Yeah.
Baba Beans.
Yep. Jen?
Man, I think Hannibal's already through, right?
Yeah.
He is. So I'm going to still give it to Jack anyway, because I think Jack had the harder round one, and it really hurt me to lose Annie, and now we're losing Jack too, so I'm a little upset about it. But I understand, because like Hannibal is a fantastic character, but Nicholson's performance is so good in The Shining.
Yeah,
like it's so
good.
strong. So I would give it to Jack, but I understand.
Yeah.
But it's going to hurt to lose either one of these for the 8 or the 16. That sucks.
This is so far. This is the hardest path.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. This side is definitely harder for whoever's going to make it on this side. Yeah.
Get tougher and tougher from here for sure. We've got some heavy hitters, but all right. So it'll be the end of that side.
Man, there was a couple of big ones went out on that side. Yeah.
Couple of knockouts. All right, so we got
because we even lost Pinhead too, who's pretty iconic, even just by the looks.
Yep.
All right, Tucker and Dale.
Going up against it was Frankenstein's monster.
No one.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right,
Jordan.
All right,
Jordan Owens. Oh, Jordan Owens.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, the host Jordan. I apologize. I wrote the wrong thing.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Well, this one's tough for me, but I think that I just have so much fun with Tucker and Dale. It's not even about the real battle to me. I just love those characters, so I got to go Tucker and Dale. I think.
I mean, if we're going Fight Club, the only way Tucker and Dale could win is if Frankenstein's monster actually ran into a wood chipper they were operating or something.
I mean, he's kind of clumsy. He could do it.
He could do it. He could trip himself into a ditch with some
rickety
spikes.
board and fall in a well.
Yeah.
Here's his torch. Fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go. That being said, I'm still gonna go. Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan.
Oh man, don't tell Alan, but I'm gonna vote for Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. Jen.
Oh, I mean, it's supposed to be Tucker and Dale versus evil, but at the same time, Frankenstein's monster is not really evil per se. Yeah, he killed a kid, but he didn't understand. He didn't understand. He didn't know what he was doing. So, technically, these are both anti-hero kind of horror characters. This is really making me want to go back and watch Tucker and Dale, honestly. But I got to give it to Frankenstein's monster. It's such a cool character, and I love it. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that Tucker and Dale at least made it into the second round. That's nice, and yeah, more people should watch that movie. If you're watching here and you haven't seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, watch it.
I'm sure it's
the last time we talk about him this time, but Frankenstein's monster. Yeah. This one.
Well, with that, Frankenstein's monsters. Moving on. All right, let's see what we got here.
We got Jigsaw.
We got Jigsaw going up against Chucky. Okay,
against Chucky. All
right.
Yeah, you're talking about the Jigsaw puppet, then So,
Richie.
Richie.
Battle of the Puppets. Hashtag Justice for Chucky. Chucky moves on.
Yeah. Jordan.
Let's continue the hashtag. I mean, just based on he's a relentless little damn doll, man, that will not die. Let's go with Chucky. He won't die in this tournament either.
Nope. Jen.
Yeah, these two both have really strong franchises that are still going today. It's really commendable that they have that. But Chucky has that added layer of just this manic weirdness innate in the character that I absolutely love. So yeah, justice for Chucky. Let's go.
Yeah. Austin.
Doe, due, Dembella, give me the power, I beg of you. Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I will say, like, Jigsaw is probably the smarter of the two, but like as far as
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like Chucky's just so much fun to watch, just like seeing him run around and just find crazy
His little
creative
feet.
ways to do his skills. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then eventually he gets a wife and a baby and all that stuff. So yeah, I gotta go with Chucky.
He's an upstanding citizen. He's got a whole family.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
My favorite little moment is when what's her name in the first movie is going like, talk, damn it, talk, or I'll throw you in, and he just wakes up and goes, you bitch, I'll kill you, bitch.
Yeah.
Like he just goes for it immediately. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right, well, Chucky it is. Moving on. So, all right, let's see. Up next we
got Leatherface,
Leatherface.
Leatherface, quote unquote.
Leatherface from the crypt, and we going up against Ash.
Ash. Ooh,
Ash
Battle of the Chainsaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Really like this
chainsaw
matchup,
fight.
yeah.
Chainsaw fight.
right.
Yes. All right, Jordan Owens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Yeah, Bruce Campbell fan. Yeah, me too. Leatherface. He's not looking so good in that photo. So let him rest. Let's go with Ash.
Yep. Jen.
Groovy, baby. Yeah, like they both have chainsaws, but only one of them is attached, and that's a lot easier to wield when you're in the midst of battle. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ash.
Yep. Austin.
Yeah, the character of Leatherface is so inconsistent throughout the movies too. It's just like it's so serious in the first one, and then like second one he's doing goofy dances and shit. Like it's all over the place. So yeah, I'll go with the more consistent badass Ash.
Yeah. Well, both of them have a chainsaw, but only one has a boomstick. So I'm gonna go with Ash. Yep.
Richie?
Leatherface isn't played by Bruce Campbell, so Ash.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
It could have been.
He should be.
Yeah. Could have been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been like, maybe a different character, but
got the shark from Jaws. Got Bruce.
From Jaws. Yeah, going up against Godzilla. So
two extremely large versions of animals. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Who's up first?
And Jen, you're up first.
I mean, I'm a big fan of both of these franchises, both of these characters, but Godzilla turns into a monster of the people, and he's more of a hero. Meanwhile, Bruce, his whole line is after the goddamn Brody family and is relentless. So in terms of menace, definitely Bruce is the winner here. So I got to go Bruce.
Yeah. Austin?
This one's really, really tough. God damn. I've got more T-shirts of Godzilla, so I'll say Godzilla. I've got like 4 Godzilla T-shirts, so yeah, I'll go Godzilla.
Yeah. This one's tough. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, oh man, it's actually might be the toughest one for me so far because it's like 2 creatures. They both have some good movies. They both have some bad movies in their history. So it's kind of
delightfully bad movies.
Yeah, right.
On both sides, yeah.
On both sides.
Have you seen Son of Godzilla? Have you seen Godzilla versus the Smog Monster? Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it comes down to an actual fight, though, I think Godzilla would take Bruce, so I got to go with Godzilla.
Oh, you think? He's only about
Bruce is too fast.
80 times bigger.
You can't catch him.
Yeah, you have to catch him.
Right. Yeah. Just a little bit. So, yeah. Richie?
Yeah, this is tough, and I've got no real reasoning for this, but I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah. Jordan?
I don't know if I have any more t-shirts one or the other, but I do have a t-shirt that instead of Jaws it says Paws and it's a big kitty cat. So
I love that.
let's go with Jaws.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm intrigued about a potential Bruce versus Bruce match later. Bruce Campbell versus Bruce the Shark.
Yeah, right.
It could happen. I don't know if it's happening yet, but it could. It could.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, we got the Xenomorph.
Xenomorph
Going up against Gizmo.
versus oh.
Get out of there! Get out of there!
Damn.
Run, Gizmo,
Run, Gizmo, run. Yeah.
This is the second time that we've had Gremlins versus Aliens.
Yes.
Yep,
They I'm up first. They both like to run around in air ducts. That's very true. You know, and you know, pop out of little places. But yeah, like the fucking Xenomorph is the Xenomorph, dude. Like, sorry, Gizmo. Like, but goddamn, it's the alien.
Yeah. Like one is the Xenomorph, the other one's like lunch for the Xenomorph. So
oh, easy.
Yeah. So yeah, like I think this one's tough. Like for as cute as Gizmo is, it's just no contest.
Right now, I'm just picturing Gizmo with like a face hugger on him, and it's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Somebody make that doll like right now, or make that Photoshop.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Okay, this reasoning is silly, but I'm going to do it.
Sure.
Purely because Gremlins inspired the great toy franchise Furbies, and it drove me fucking nuts. I'm going to go, because my sister had one, and it wouldn't shut up. And I'm going to go see them.
Yeah.
You know what I picture? Dolls with suction cups attached to them in the back of car windows.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Jordan.
I hate constantly voting against Gizmo, but I go with Xenomorph, man, for sure. Xenomorph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Xenomorph moves on. All right.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, Jen. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Jen.
I love that the Furbies were brought up because Furbies are freaking terrifying. If you have never taken two Furbies and faced them towards each other, they will not shut up unless you pull the batteries. Like you can take them into different rooms and they will just never stop. It's like child's play. It's great. But yeah, like I would love to see a face hugger versus Gizmo because I think that'd just be an adorable puppetry scene. But it's got to be the Xenomorph. So come on.
Yeah. Come on.
There's also a great Furby joke in Mitchell's List of Machines. You ever seen that too? I'd recommend seeing that movie. It's very fun.
But yeah, moving on, we have evil gremlins. They're still in there, going up against
Slimer.
All right.
All right. Both heavy eaters. Yeah, both like to eat a lot. Eat everything in sight. And Jordan.
Yeah, this one's tough, but I think just because we knocked out Gizmo, I'm gonna have some gremlins in here, so I'm gonna go with Stripe and the evil gremlins. So, Richie.
Look, I'm gonna go Slimer here. I sort of. He's a more enjoyable character from my perspective. So, Slimer.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think?
I'll go evil gremlins. I think there's a lot. They do all sorts of wacky things, especially in the second one. So let's go with them.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think?
This is tough. Like special effects wise, I love both of these designs. Like it still blows me away, like watching Ghostbusters today. Like it's just such a cool effect that they do on all their ghost characters and everything. And the fact that Rick Moranis is in this photo is really making it hard to say no to Slimer.
Yeah.
However,
I almost said that background.
it's really hard. But meanwhile, like Slimer, he's essentially a bottomless pit, which I appreciate. I love to eat. However, the Gremlins, they also love to eat. They love to drink, and they love to go to the movies. It's me. There you go, Gremlins.
Yep. Right. Austin?
Now, Jen, was that civilized? No, clearly not. Fun, but in no sense civilized. I'll go with the Gremlins here. Yeah, justice for the Gremlins. After we knocked out Gizmo.
We can't have justice for everyone.
Yeah.
Sure we can. Sure we can. Who says?
Hashtag justice for Slimer. Justice for
Slimer. Justice for Slimer now. Yep, but But moving on, we got Candyman going up against Ghostface.
It's Ghostface. Ooh. All right. Another battle of the 90s horror. Yeah. All right, Richie.
Richie.
Okay.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, that's also a movie. Anyway,
That's the real horror, racism.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not gonna be on this list.
Exactly.
I'm gonna against what I said before, and just go purely on love of franchise. I'm gonna go Ghostface.
Yeah. Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not including the reboot, especially, I mean, the best Candyman maybe is as good as the second best Scream. I mean, none of those sequels can match up even to the worst Scream. So I'm gonna go with Ghostface.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think?
Oh man, this is like the opposite of what I argued before, but I'm gonna go Candyman because we're talking about the character, and I love Scream. I definitely would prefer the Scream franchise over Candyman. However, the character of Candyman is much stronger than Ghostface because he's very subdued and menacing, and meanwhile Ghostface, like, it gets a little Home Alone-y at sometimes. He's not exactly like a stealthy kind of character, so he's just a guy. So I'm gonna go with Candyman.
He's real.
He's real. He's relatable.
Right. Austin?
It makes me believe I could be a serial killer.
Yeah. Come with me, I must shed innocent blood. Yeah, Candyman, man. Candyman by a mile. Like, Candyman is... I'd much rather go toe-to-toe with Ghostface than face fucking Candyman and bees coming out
I
of his
have a
mouth,
shot
dude.
against Ghostface.
I could kick the shit out of... I could kick the shit out of Ghostface depending on who's... what's her name? The mom is under there. I'd kick the shit out of her. Come on now. Get out of here.
What about Ola Fantastic?
Yeah. I think I could take Matthew Lillard, too.
Huh?
You take Emma Roberts.
Right.
Take Emma Roberts.
Well, just for pure love of the franchise, like, I'm just a huge Ghostface fan, a huge Scream fan, all of that. So I got to go with Ghostface, but I also will say that I dressed up as Ghostface twice for Halloween. I have no idea how I would ever dress up as the Candyman. I can't do it. Maybe I'm the wrong race to be doing it. But at the same time, like, what do you do? Bees all over your face? Like,
yeah, you get like fake bees and.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that if someone went for that for Comic-Con. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. I'd be down for that, but I got to go Ghostface though. So I think Ghostface is moving on. And let's see if we got any more. Oh yeah, we still got Freddy.
Freddy got the free pass.
Bob. Man. Yeah, Bob got a bad rap here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, is anybody voting for Bub out of this one?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll save some time.
Right,
Just
Clearly, the strong favorite.
we'll talk about Freddy when he comes up against like somebody worthy.
Something worthy.
You know? And,
somebody worthy.
Yeah.
He hasn't yet, so we'll see.
Not yet. Yeah, I think that's it for that side. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to the 16. We're down to the 16. Right. If anybody needs to take a quick break, we'll take a 2-minute little halftime if anybody needs to run. Otherwise, we'll keep it going. But yeah, Rose the Hat still hanging in there. Jack Torrance getting knocked out. Annie getting knocked out. I mean, a couple of heavy hitters. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see.
This one's going to determine the Elite Eight right here. What makes it to the poll? Yeah. So what we vote on here.
Yes, we got Norman Bates going up against Rose the Hat. So. Who's up first?
All right, so Mr. Owens, is up first.
Oh man, well, Rose, you made it pretty far, but at least for me, I gotta still keep it up for Norman.
Yeah. Jen?
Yeah, like I love the Rose the Hat train. However, I think a lot of her performance is probably based on what she saw through Norman here. Like he really is like the benchmark for this kind of menacing, subdued, more playful in terms of charming and but Rebecca Ferguson is so good in Dr. Sleep. Like, she's freaking an animal. So, but I gotta go with Norman. Anthony
Yeah.
Perkins, man.
Yeah, it's so good. Austin?
Yeah, the Norman Bates is like the epitome of the mentally ill horror character, way ahead of its time, and like, yeah, it still is imitated and duplicated to this day. So yeah, it's got to be Norman.
Yeah, for me personally, if we're choosing which is the better franchise, I think there's a debate to be had. I think these two franchises kind of stack up pretty well against each other, but like for the overall character, I got to go with Norman Bates. I think he's just the better kind of menacing, psychotic character. He does it a little better than Rebecca Ferguson, even though they're kind of different. I mean, I still think what he did, he kind of did a little better for me. So yeah, I'll go with Norman Bates. Richie?
Part of me, I was hoping you'd keep this Rosa hat train moving, but I understand that Norman Bates probably the better pick in this. Norman Bates probably the better pick in this bracket. So I would say Norman Bates too, but yeah, I wouldn't have hated if Rosa hat got through.
Yeah.
If she was on the other side, I think she'd have a stronger choice. But yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah, if she was over there playing around with the gremlins or or the shark, from Jaws, things like that, maybe she'd make it a little further. Yeah.
But
all right, gotta put Norman through, and then we'll move on.
All right, so let's see.
So he's the first in our Elite Eight, and as we move down to another kind of dark horse with Mr. Babadook hanging in there.
We got the Babadook going up against Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, okay.
Kind of mystical type character, sort of,
They both don't they both have books written about them? Don't they find a book about Beetle or a little pamphlet or something? So like the book versus the pamphlet.
It goes with the books.
Right. All right, Jen. Babadook.
Oh damn it! I have to go first. Oh shit. Okay. I mean, I love the Babadook, but the horror is more of what he represents than the character itself. Even though the design is very strong, and I've said it many times already, I love that goddamn pop-up book. But Michael Keaton's performance, like, it's so much fun, and it's so playful, and it is scary, but it's also hilarious, and it's just this whole package, and I love Michael Keaton, and I'm glad that he's kind of had a resurgence recently of just popping up in random things. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with Beetlejuice, but Babadook is great.
Yeah. Austin?
And I really want him to do a sequel because, like, under all that makake, it doesn't matter how old he is. He could be 7 years old and play Beetlejuice, and he looks exactly the same as he did in that movie.
He's in great shape.
I mean, he's in great shape. Like, let's do it. Come on. Even if the movie is, like, mediocre, like, if we get to see him just do another 20, 30 minutes of Beetlejuice on screen, I'm down. So, yeah, Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think that like, the Babadook, kind of like I said last time, like, he's more of like a storybook character. I don't know exactly how based in reality he actually is, but I feel like Beetlejuice is a little more so. And he's a freaking awesome character, and Michael Keaton killed it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice. Richie?
Beetlejuice is probably moving forward, but I'm gonna give love to the Babadook. I don't know.
You can't betray your countrymen. I
know.
Yeah. Jordan?
Yeah, again, I love that the Babadook made it as far as it did, but Beetlejuice, now that's a character. So yeah, Beetlejuice.
Right. We're talking about characters here. That's a character, right? Yeah. So, going on next, we got Jason.
This is going to be tough. One of these is not going to make it to the 8. Michael Meyers and Jason.
One of them's not going to make it.
One of them's not going to make it to the poll. Oh, yeah, I know. Damn.
And you're up first, Austin, right?
Yeah, damn it.
Oh man.
I think it'll just go back to
it's gonna hurt.
The one I picked and argued for on Battleground, and it's there's more to study, I think, with Michael as like the shape of evil and this kid who became possessed by whatever he's possessed by, and there's a little more mystery to it. Jason's just this zombie force, like it just can't be killed. It's tough, man, because I love both these franchises, but I think by a razor hair thin of a margin, I'll go Michael Meyers. I'll go The Shape.
Yeah, gosh, this one's tough, but I think that I do overall like the Michael Myers character more. I do think Jason maybe has some cooler kills, but Michael Myers is just I don't know, but like a razor thin a margin, I kind of find him a little scarier, but not much. Jason's pretty dang terrifying. So I mean, but I think just by a fraction of a hair, I got to go Michael Myers. I think just because I like the overall franchise a little more. So, Richie.
Just because I'm more, this is hard, but just because I'm more of a Halloween guy than Friday the 13th, I'm gonna go Michael Myers.
Yeah. Jordan.
Yeah, I mentioned on the last show a little bit. As far as the biggies go, Jason kind of intrigues me the least as far as character-wise. So I think there's just much more going on with Michael. Tighter films, tighter character, so Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yep. Jen?
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with what's been said so far. It's really, if we were just talking about Fight Club here, we could talk all day, and I don't think we'd actually have a consensus. But in terms of character, even though neither of these people talk, and they have very similar vibes, Michael, there's just something about Michael that he does have a little bit of sassiness to him when he does the little head tilts when he's not quite sure what's going on. And I think Jason,
it's the threads of humanity that like peek out occasionally from the evil. Because even when she rips his mask off, he's almost like back to being a human for a second, and then he puts it back on and he's back to being the boogeyman. Like there's some intrigue there. You could write papers about that, like you could write essays about that kind of stuff.
And Jason probably does have the more fun kills of the two, and that really is the focus of the franchise as we went forward. But like Jason wasn't Jason right off the bat, but Michael's always been Michael. Yeah, sure, there's the third movie in there, but we don't really count that. But I think it also has to do a lot with just the way that the movies are structured of people are reacting to Michael differently than they are to Jason. Jason, people are just screaming and dying. Michael, there's more of the lore, and you got Donald Pleasance, and like he has a lot to do with just building up that menacing presence. So yeah, it's gonna be Michael for me, but it's tough, man. It could go either way.
Yeah, very tough. So
I know. In our poll tomorrow, it's gonna be like, "Where's Jason?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
it could have been a potential championship match right there, So
yeah, definitely.
But up next we got Regan going up against Hannibal Lecter.
Against Hannibal. Ooh, again, one of these are not going to make the damn poll.
Yeah, right.
They both are worthy. Yeah, this is definitely the tougher bracket. Jordan, host, you're up first. Yeah.
Well, for me, I go with the overall movie and a franchise that I like better, and I got to go with Hannibal Lecter with Silence of the Lambs and that whole franchise. Like Regan's great, but she's great for one movie, and then like doesn't really have much after that. So and also like Hannibal, like really blew me away, probably even more than the performance given with the Regan character. Hannibal's just an awesome character. So I'm gonna go with Hannibal. Yeah. Richie?
Yeah, Hannibal. I think he's a better character.
Yeah. Jordan?
Yeah. Hello, Regan. Hannibal.
Yep. You're gonna slurp up all that pea soup, just slurp it right up. Jen? I
mean, I think in terms of actual scares, Regan probably scared me more just because the spider walk thing, the first time I saw that was so goddamn jarring that I was like, oh shit. Okay, yeah. So, but I love Hannibal. I love the book series is fantastic. Every movie is fantastic, including the ones where it's not Anthony Hopkins. But Anthony does such a good job with this character, and he does get the benefit of multiple films to really flesh it out, even though he's not always playing against Jodie Foster and everything. Silence of the Lambs is clearly where he shines, but he does a great job throughout the series. And yeah, he had the harder route here, so I'm gonna go for Hannibal.
Yeah, sure. Austin?
He's just absorbing all the energy from the people that he meets at this point. So when I look at him, I'm seeing Annie, I'm seeing Jack. So go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Hannibal get Regan on the couch and really analyze. Be like,
Yeah.
why do
How
mothers
does it
suck
make you
cocks in
feel?
hell? Like, what? How does that make you feel when you insult people like that? Does that make you feel
You
good?
insult people?
You know, like
Yeah.
really analyze Pazuzu's motives. You know, I think you could really get that'd be a nice mental battle. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Hannibal on this one. Yeah, Hannibal's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Hannibal it is.
Mhm.
Yep, that'll be that.
That's it for that side. So
End
we
of
got our
that.
4
All right.
out of the 8.
Sure.
Man, that's going to be a tough, hell of a bracket over on that side. Making some decisions. But
on this side, we have Frankenstein going up against Chucky.
Chucky. All right. All right, we're back down to Richie first.
All right, Richie, who you got?
I feel like I know this might go, but I'm gonna keep the train rolling. Justice for Chucky.
Yeah. Jordan?
Fire and Chucky, bad. Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. Jen?
I would love to hear the Chucky just like making quits towards Frankenstein's monster. I think that'd be a really fun little thing. And I think he'd actually win in the fight. So, justice for Chucky. I'm going to give it to Chucky.
Yeah. Austin?
Which franchise am I more likely to put on right now? Something with Chucky, man. Fucking Chucky. Let's do it.
Yeah. I think I gotta go with Chucky. Like let's have a lot more fun with Chucky. But I do think that like Chucky could be the substitute for the girl he throws in the water. He just throws Chucky in there or something, But
Chucky can swim. That girl couldn't swim.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but yeah, I gotta go Chucky. Like it's just more fun for me. So yeah. So Chucky, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got Ash going up against Bruce.
Bruce the shark.
Nice. I want to see this fight.
Battle of the Bruce.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Jordan, you're up first.
Hey, you primitive finhead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go for the real character we can sink our teeth into, and it's not a shark. It's Bruce Campbell, baby. So let's go with that.
Yep. Jen?
Yeah, I like that this turned out into a fight of Bruce versus Bruce, but I agree. The idea of Jaws, the scary thing is more of the concept of the unknown of what's in the ocean and everything. So like, yeah, there happens to be a shark here, but meanwhile, Bruce Campbell is so great at this character, and he didn't need to do a single other thing for his entire career to still become an icon. Like, so he's like, and clearly he did do other things, but like he didn't need to because he just cemented himself so quickly. And I love the Evil Dead franchise. So yeah, I got to go with Ash.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I feel like we need at least one hero on here, so I'm gonna vote for Ash. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if like Brody and those guys would have had Ash on the boat when they went up against,
they would have got him like that.
They would have got him in like 2 seconds. He would have been gone. So yeah, we got to go with Ash. So Ash for the win. All right,
Richie.
And it doesn't matter, but yeah, I would have said Ash. Yes.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. But moving on, we got the Xenomorph going up against the evil
Gremlins. Yeah.
Take out another gremlin. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Who's up first?
Jen is up first.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love to see the whole army of gremlins going after like the one xenomorph and like having to like throw him off and everything. But at the same time, like it's been fun, Gremlins. I'm glad they made it this far, but it's the xenomorph. The xenomorph design is so cool and so just there's nothing you can do about it. It's got friggin' acid blood. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, Gremlins are fun, but you got no chance against the fucking Xenomorphs, man. Come on.
Yeah. I feel like the Xenomorph is going to be a pretty tough character to take down. Like, I'd like to see the Xenomorph go up against a lot of these characters. So yeah, I got to go Xenomorph. So, Richie?
I'll show some love to evil Gremlins. Sure. I know Xenomorph's probably going to win, but I'll show some love to them.
Sure, why not? Jordan?
Well, you're right, Richie. Xenomorph.
Yeah. Xenomorph. But All right, well, Xenomorph for the win. Moving on. All right, so let's see what we got next. We got Ghostface going up
against
against
Freddy.
Freddy. Oh,
Oh,
Finally,
Yeah.
We can
worthy
talk
for a
about this
discussion.
now.
Yes,
yeah,
finally.
right.
Yeah, it may not
Yeah.
be overwhelming. Yeah, I'm up first.
Austin.
Yeah, Ghostface again is more of a representation that anybody can take on. Like Freddy is Freddy. Like, and he's been pretty damn consistent for most of the movies. As corny as he could be, he still, when it's come down to take care of business, he takes care of business. And yeah, like and Robert Englund just performing it is having a blast. And yeah, he can be both scary and funny. So there's more to it. I'll go Freddy.
Yeah, for me, this is where it comes down to actual characters, because for an overall franchise, I actually like Scream better than the Nightmare franchise. But Freddy, like, it's like he's just so iconic and so tough to take down, because he's literally in your dreams, and he has powers within your dreams to take different forms, do all kinds of different stuff. So, and also too, I just shout out to all the creativity that they've done with the movies over the years with all of that dream stuff. So yeah, I gotta go with Freddy. Richie?
yeah. I think like with Ghostface, if you eventually, I don't know. I think that with like Freddy, you literally humans need to sleep, so eventually he's going to haunt you. But if you kind of you could potentially, if you on the right side of him, you could like get the better of Ghostface in a fight. Like it depends who's under the mask. So I would say Freddy.
Yeah, even Ghostface has to sleep sometime, So
Mm-hmm.
yep, that's when he runs into trouble. But Jordan?
Yeah, this one breaks my heart a little bit because I'm a Scream guy. But when you're talking character, you think about Robert Englund. Scream is multiple people, Ghostface is multiple people. Not always, with the best payoff. Robert Englund, he is Freddy, and if we don't count Jack Earl Haley. And so yeah, and character wise, as far as what's scarier and everything, I'll also go with Freddy.
Yeah. Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with what's been said. Like Ghostface, given the choice between the two franchises, most of the time I'm going to put Scream on. I think it's a tighter film. However, just the writer's playground that is Nightmare, like, because it's just there's the creativity is boundless in the dream world. However, once Freddy does get dragged into the real world, he essentially becomes a ghost face. Like, he's very clumsy. It turns into Home Alone in the end of the first film. So they do have some similarities there once they get to the real world. But luckily, most of the franchise is in the dream world where Freddy really shines. And yeah, he has a lot more personality. And yeah, I don't hate Jackie Earle Haley's performance. He's not the problem with the remake. But Robert Englund is clearly, it's his character. So yeah, I'm glad we got to finally talk about it. But
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, and we already know it's not going to be Freddy versus Jason in the finals because Jason already got knocked out.
No.
Freddy won that battle.
But I do want to say we were supposed to have Andres Gallegos on, and he's been pretty fun in the chat. Just kind of like he's like, oh man, it's gonna be tough. Just like
Yeah,
the comment after comment, like oh man,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. He's just like yeah, because like so many of these matchups. So like he's kind of pseudo part of the panel tonight. So yeah,
That's fine.
But yeah, that's it. That's the end of that one. So
all right,
yeah.
so we're into the Elite Eight, and we're determining the Final Four here. See who goes
down
to
to
the
the wire.
semis.
Yeah, so we got
almost a winner. Got Norman Bates.
We got Norman Bates going up against. Let me zoom it out just a little bit. Norman Bates going against Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. All right. Two kind of crazies, So.
All right, first. Man. Host Jordan, you're up first. Yes, sir.
Well, for me, it just comes down to the franchise that I know more, and that's Beetlejuice. Like, I actually grew up watching the cartoon series as well, too. So there's that I can kind of factor in a little bit, but and yeah, I gotta go with Beetlejuice. Like, it's just a little more iconic for me, but they're both pretty dang iconic characters. But yeah, I gotta go Beetlejuice. Richie?
Yeah, just purely because it was more part of my the franchise more part of this movie is more part of my childhood and stuff like that. And Michael Keaton, I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Jordan?
I'm gonna keep hope alive for Norman Bates.
All right, well, let's see. Jen, what do you think?
I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's make it fall to Austin. I love Beetlejuice,
of
and
course.
if there's gonna be like a more feel good kind of horror character, I wouldn't be upset if he's the one. But I think we gotta give credit to where it's credit's due. Like Norman, like he started a trend that so many other characters were based off of. So like legacy. So I'll go Norman.
Yeah. Well, Austin, you got the tiebreaker.
Well, you guys didn't, when you were a kid, fall asleep watching Psycho every night like I did? I mean, come on. I did that all the time.
All the time.
You know what? We're all about horror characters, and the more horror characters, Norman Bates. So Norman Bates is going to go through.
All right.
Come from behind victory. Yeah.
Norman Bates into the final four. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
But Beetlejuice had a good run, and he got into the poll. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. So up next we got
Michael
Myers going up against Hannibal Lecter.
It's Hannibal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this could be an interesting case study of Hannibal analyzing Michael.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think you'd be able to get to him if Donald Pleasance couldn't get to him in like 30 years. I don't think Hannibal's even going to get to him.
Right on. But
Richie.
Who's up first? All right, Richie.
All right. Just because I don't know, it's something I go back to a lot with the franchise. I'm going to go Michael Myers, but I'm not going to be mad if Hannibal Lecter gets through.
Yeah. Jordan?
I mean, I'll start the differentiating right now, man. I'm gonna have to go Hannibal. Just that performance is so iconic, and again, there's more to it for me. So Hannibal.
Yeah. Jen?
Oh, this is really hard. But once again, when I shared the link, I tend to pick a GIF to put along with it, and the instant thing that came to mind was Michael. So I think I got to go Michael. Like, if there's going to be one slasher in the final four here, I want it to be him. So, yeah.
Yep. Austin?
Yeah, I'm similar to Jen. My favorite slasher is Michael. Probably my favorite series is Halloween. Michael Myers. Gotta be.
Yeah, Halloween's freaking awesome, and I'm a big Michael Myers fan. I mean, Silence of the Lambs and the whole Hannibal Lecter franchise is great. Like Anthony Hopkins gives like a knockout performance, but if you were to put the original movie from each franchise in front of me, I'm probably going with Halloween. So I got to go Michael Myers. So Michael Myers into the final four. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the end of that.
The other side.
All right, so we got Chucky versus Ash. All right. Interesting. All right. So,
all right, Mr. Owens, Jordan? You're up first. Chucky and Ash.
I'm still not voting against Bruce Campbell, so not yet. Bruce Campbell's Ash.
Yeah. Jen?
Oh, man. This is hard. They have very similar sensibilities, but one of them is good and one of them is evil and one of them is somewhat good. Yeah. It's hard. And they both have very strong franchises because, like, Ash versus Evil Dead, like, that was a good show. Yeah. Damn. But given the choice between the two right now, if I wanted to sit down and watch it, I think it's going to be Chucky. So I'm going to keep riding the Justice for Chucky train.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, it's the battle of the B movie actors as well with Brad Dourif and Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
By a hair. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be Chucky by a hair.
Yeah. This one's tough because I'm like trying to go strictly based on the character, because like the overall franchise, if I were to pick only one that I could watch for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Chucky over Evil Dead for me personally. But like Bruce Campbell is just Bruce Campbell, and I think he would wreck Chucky. So yeah, I got to go with Ash. Yeah.
All right, Richie, it's coming down to you this time.
Yeah, you got the tiebreaker here. Which one's going through?
Okay. Hashtag justice for Chucky. Keep moving it on, Chucky.
All right. Chucky it is. All right.
All right, Chucky upsets Ash.
All right.
Children are shaking your head. Go
Just
ahead.
Well, Chucky's pretty cunning. Like I'm sure he could find a way to take down Ash. I mean,
all right, this is going to be rough.
I believe in him.
Xenomorph and Freddy.
Ooh. And Freddy. Oh my God.
Oh damn.
Oh. Might be one of the toughest. Oh. All right. Is it Jen first?
Yeah, Jen first.
Oh, is it? Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it feels like both of these had like a free pass to this point, and now it's like, goddamn. Okay, so you know, I love when I look at horror movies. Most of the time, I'm really looking for something that's creative, particularly in design, and that is like the Xenomorph to a T. Like that is one of the coolest creature designs ever on film. So to get some creature representation on there, I would like to see the Xenomorph there, but I wouldn't be upset if Freddy's there because it's goddamn Freddy Krueger. Yeah. But I think to kick it off, I'm going to give the Xenomorph a vote.
All right. Well, Austin.
Yeah, I'm similar in that I'm not going to be mad if Freddy goes through, but like no matter what form it takes, with it's like the starting out as the face hugger to like the baby alien,
there's different stages of terror. It's great.
To the queen. The queen is amazing. Like all the different hybrids they've had, even Alien 3 with like the cow and the Xenomorph are cool. Like all that stuff is amazing. Like God, they're just so icky and slimy. Like I gotta go Xenomorph. Like again, just by a hair, but like. It's close, but it might come down to the fact that Aliens is my favorite movie, so I just have a slight bias. But I'm not gonna be upset if Freddy makes the comeback and goes through.
Yeah, well, like man, this one's tough, but if we were going off strictly movies, like for me, I would have initially probably gone for Freddy Krueger just because I feel like that, like. The Nightmare series overall is just a little more of a horror series than Aliens. I feel like Aliens is just a little more sci-fi action than horror. But since we're going characters though, like man, like the Xenomorph might be one of the most original character looks put to screen, and like kind of like Austin said, all the different types of like aliens that you have. I mean, and I feel like even though they're like different types, I mean they're all technically xenomorphs. They're just different forms of the xenomorph, So, just because the pictures there doesn't mean that they all look like that. So yeah, I gotta go with the xenomorph. I think. Yeah. Richie.
Sub-ranking. I was gonna. I don't know. Ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
Jordan?
As Richie said, heartbreaking. Freddy.
Yeah. Well, even with that, though, the Xenomorph it is.
Not mad.
Takes out Freddy Krueger. So, yeah. Yeah, so we got our final four here, so I'm going to put them all up on screen.
I like this final four. Yeah. This is a good final four.
Norman Bates, Michael Myers, Chucky, and Xenomorph. All right. So, who's up first?
I'm up first, man. It's the battle of the butcher. It's the battle of the butcher knives. Norman and Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Damn, it's tough because they're both complex. They've both been studied by psychologists, technically, and tried to figure out their motives and what's wrong with them. Man, I got to go with Michael. Michael's my man. Like he's just the king for me.
Yeah. For me, this one's a little easier for me. Like I think Michael Meyers easily for me over Norman Bates. So that's not really much I can really say that hasn't already been said, so I'm just going to go with the shape, Michael Meyers. So. Richie?
Yeah, just because I sort of I don't know, see more of the character and watch more of the franchise. I'm going to go with Michael Myers.
Yeah. Jordan?
I'm a mama's boy. Michael, tried to kill his whole family. I respect my family. So Norman Bates.
True. Yeah. Jen?
I think Michael already won, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, 3-1. So it's not no pressure.
Yeah, like it's
yeah.
it's really hard. Like I absolutely love Psycho. It's one of my favorite Hitchcock movies. But like I was looking at the two and I'm like, okay, how do I figure out a way to like differentiate the two? And it's like, no. Because they both use the butcher knife. They both have excellent theme songs. They both have really iconic kills. It's like really tough. But even though a lot of the characterization comes from Anthony Perkins, like Michael has the benefit of characters around him that help build the mythos and everything. And I think Donald Pleasance is like the B character here. Like I'm kind of like putting him in the corner of he's helping Michael along here. So yeah, like I think Halloween is a stronger franchise, and when you think horror, I think Halloween. So yeah, I'm gonna go Michael, even though it doesn't matter because he already won.
Yeah, Michael Myers is moving on to the championship. So,
and if the one I think might win on this is going to be like the hardest championship match for me like ever. Like if what I think, I don't know, anyone this could be interesting. Yeah, we got Chucky and the Xenomorph.
Yeah. So is it me first?
Yeah, you're up first, Jordan.
Well, like it's hard to really say because like I have more fun with each one for different reasons. Like I just think that like Chucky makes me laugh and just kind of just this is just like a goofy kind of popcorn, just turn off your brain fun. But then on the Xenomorph though, like it's the whole franchise of Aliens, it's just fun because of how awesome the like sci-fi special effects are, the like acting, like all that stuff. So, but probably just because I think it'd be a better matchup in the finals. I think I got to go with the Xenomorph. Like I don't really think Chucky would really stand much of a chance against Michael Myers, so I got to go with the Xenomorph. Richie?
I think he's frozen again.
Oh,
is he there?
He's just faking it because he can't decide.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's in deep thought again. But
I'm here.
There you go.
Back.
I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep this train rolling. Justice for Chucky. But
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it plays out. Jordan?
Someone's got to kill this damn doll. Xenomorph.
Yep. Xenomorph. Yeah.
Oh man, this is tough. Like, I think I have more love for the Alien franchise. However, I think it'd be weird to have two silent characters going up against each other for the finals. So I think in terms of an actual battle that I'd like to see Michael versus Chucky, because I think there's a lot more entertainment value there. I love the Xenomorph design and everything. Like, do it, Chucky. Justice for Chucky. God.
Yeah. Well, Austin, comes down to you. You got the type.
Well, I can either go with my heart or I can piss Jen off really bad or again.
There's no coming back from when you kicked off Game of Thrones multiple streams. So yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're on my shit list already. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna disappoint you again because I gotta go with my heart with the Xenomorph.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Hey, Chucky made it to the final four. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna be in the
did a
poll
good job.
tomorrow, so
Yeah,
you let the
showing
fans
some love.
see what they think. But
See, but the problem is, I'm doing this, and like my vote would be a lot easier if I voted the other way. But like now, this is like a super hard vote for me personally. So yeah,
that's
So we
funny
go to
with like
Richie.
the two silent characters. Like Malcolm's trying to think who could voice this. Do you know more? So this is this big James Earl Jones.
Ooh, yes.
That'd be kind of interesting. Yeah.
Well, that would just be jarring. It'd be weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
want Mufasa to be watching Xenomorph.
Right. That'd be a little odd, but you're up, Richie. Here you go.
Yeah. Look, you've had a good run, Xenomorphs, and like you Aliens was showcased heavily in the last episode. Michael Myers.
Yep. Jordan.
Yeah, we're not going by film. We're going by character. Xenomorph's great design, but the character I can sink my teeth more into, Michael Myers. I'm gonna kill them Peacock on the 15th.
All right. All right. Sounds good.
No, I'm going to the theater. F that.
Go to the theater. I don't want to put pants on.
Yeah.
I mean, once the lights go out, you can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
they get mad when I do that at the theater. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard. Oh, God.
Oh,
I mean, in terms of if we're just doing Fight Club rules, I think the Xenomorph wins every time. However, horror characters, who would I be rooting for in this fight? I'd be rooting for Michael, because I'm like, he's only got a knife, and like Xenomorph is like stacked in terms of its abilities. You like can't touch it. It's got all these different stages. It has friends, but meanwhile, Michael is all by himself, and yet he gets the job done. He's the American dream. He never stops trying. Michael Myers.
Yep. Austin.
Yeah, for me, it comes down to like Aliens
curious where
is
you're gonna
one.
go.
Like Aliens has won a lot. Like when it comes to tournament fights, like the movie wins a lot.
I
And the
wonder
character,
why.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that one actually wasn't me. I think I voted against Aliens like a couple of times actually, just
You
for
did, yeah.
diversity's sake. I did, to be fair, and it won anyways. But with this one, it's a horror character tournament, and man, there's no more the epitome, the shape of evil that is Michael Myers. So I'm gonna go Michael.
Yeah. And well, this were an actual real battle in an actual movie. I would love a chance to be able to actually root for Michael Myers instead of always having to root against him. So yeah, and also like.
I mean, I root for him against horny teenagers. You kidding me? Yeah, go get him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, true. But yeah, like Michael Myers is just one of the best horror characters ever put to screen. So yeah, we gotta go with Michael Myers. So we have a champion.
Michael's the king of the horror characters. All right.
Yep, the king of the horror characters. All right. Nice.
All right. Good job, everybody. We made it.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I always like to kind of take one last little look of like how big these tournaments actually are. So they're just
huge.
Massive. Yeah. So out of all these characters, Michael Myers, that was it. So we had a few characters that had some good runs. We had to like nix out people like Jason and like some of those ones that they were just tough to nix out earlier on. But yeah. So it just came down to the matchups and like the luck of the randomizer.
That bottom left was really tough. That's a really strong corner.
That
right
was
down
a
there.
crazy strong corner.
Yep.
I know. We didn't even make it to the 8 before we had Jason versus Michael and Regan versus Hannibal, and some crazy. Andy got knocked out in the first round because of going against Jack Torrance. Like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, tough matches.
Yeah. Yep. But that was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, man.
I know Jordan down there. He's got some trivia to get to host. So we'll let him plug. Maybe go ahead and plug if you want to head over and watch his trivia. Yeah, plug where you're going to be, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, with the Pierce Wrestling Channel, doing a themed round, all Impact Wrestling or NWA TNA or Global Force or whatever you want to call it. That whole little shebang. We always do wrestling trivia over there as well as live wrestling matches. You'll see from companies like Platinum Pro. I'll be at Twisted Wrestling this Saturday in Port Charlotte. Then the Real Pro Wrestling Channel. We're live October 24th on a Sunday. Going to have a great show. Dream Girl Ellie, who was literally on NXT tonight, will be there at that show, as well as Blanca Loco, who was on NXT like a week ago. So we got a great show there. And then the Pure Scope channel, we do some podcasts, some movie trivias, all shing shebangs. And hey guys, there's a killer on the loose. I think we should all split up. I'm gonna go have premarital sex in the woods, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, there he goes.
Sounds good. Yeah.
And Richie, I don't know if you're playing in that trivia, so you might have to go too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I am playing in the trivia, so
He's got to go too.
But good fun.
I'll let you go
I'll
next,
be
then.
glad to. I'm sure I'm gonna be losing to Michael Turner, this other guy like I always do. But look, it's gonna be fun, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Look forward to coming back. I think I'm coming back for the favorite actors thing. That should be fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Friday.
we'll talk about that in a minute.
But yeah, always good to talk with you guys. And yeah, I will talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
All right,
Have a
thanks
good night.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with your trivia.
Trivia.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, Jen.
Everybody's gone. Well, Jen.
Hey.
Hey, you can take as much time as you want to plug whatever you want. Go ahead.
Oh,
Everybody's
let's
gone.
go. I have nothing. Let's go. You can find me,
Yeah, right.
Jen Kemp, at JK Meme Queen on Twitter and Letterboxd, even though I never update my Letterboxd. But yeah, I came and I came to fill in for Andres the Ghost at the last second. So I know he wouldn't have wanted to be here, but I'm sorry I let Jason die on you, but I helped the Gremlins go along for a little while. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always happy to see you guys, and this was a fun one. And I'm doing pretty good in terms of what I gift for the link turning out to be the number one. So once again, I was right. I didn't know at the time. I was like, whatever, I'll just throw Michael up there. So I'm happy that it turned out pretty well. And meanwhile, the Red Sox beat the Yankees. Yankees suck. And I shouldn't say that because I will be at the Schmodown New York Live event this weekend. So if you're going, I'm going to be there. Say hi. I'll give you a hug. Like, it'll be fun. So yeah, I'm going to get stabbed because I'm a Red Sox fan. But it's going to be fun. So if you're in the New York area, go to the Schmodown. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's it.
Yeah. There's a fair amount of Boston people that'll back you up. They'll probably be there. So.
Oh yeah. Me and Paige, we're ready. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. But Austin, did you have anything you want to promote?
No. Jen's like me. Like I Jordan has me co-host a lot, obviously because I'm available, but also because I'm kind of tuned into most of these topics. But Jen's tuned into all these topics too. She can talk about a little bit of everything. Kind of knows a little bit of stuff. Watches a lot of movies like I do, I'm sure. Yeah. So I'll just let Jordan plug most of the stuff. I co-host pretty much all these shows on Movie Hero. Tournament fights, tier ranker fights. The occasional other shows we do, but those are the two main ones. I'm sure Jordan will tell you all about the one we've got lined up for Friday.
Yeah. And I feel really bad. I'm trying to get this Norm Macdonald SNL tribute in the can, but my work just jumped into busy season until the rest of the end of the year, and so that's just kind of one of the ones that we just kind of do, kind of just whenever we can fit it in, and so we're gonna try to get to it as soon as we can, but our two staples always going to be tier ranker fights and tournament fights. Those will always be twice a week, and then everything else we'll just try to fit in when we can. But just a couple of episodes we have coming up. So this Friday we're going to be doing our
our tournament fights about our favorite actors. So what we're doing is tournament fights battles. So it's one of the ones we've been doing where people submit, like Jen's been on one of those where we each submit 16. And so we're each going to, the panelists on that one are going to be submitting their 16 favorite actors or actresses. And we're going to throw them all in the tournament. So it'll just be kind of voting for your favorite actor or actress. So that one should be interesting who turns up on that tournurament. So yeah, we didn't have as many crossovers as we thought, right, Jordan? You've kind of seen the list.
No.
Like, everybody kind of had different groups of people. Yeah.
I think we had like 3 or 4, but like usually we get a lot more than that. So yeah, not too many. So
yeah, there should be a wide array of people then.
It'll be fun because we're gonna have Malcolm Leia and we're gonna have Richie back. So we'll get the Australian vote in there and the New Zealand vote. So they got a couple of hometown and favorites on their list I've seen. So yeah, but the rest will be a surprise. And Usually for tournament fights, like to keep it a surprise, we just reveal it the day of, and so yeah. But we'll have that going on Friday, and then coming up next Tuesday, we're going to be doing Best 2000s Comedy. So that's going to be a huge one because there's like so many freaking good comedies in the 2000s that like we can literally have like in the S tier where you could have like literally like 30 like in the S tier because the 2000s are just stacked when it comes to
We put together this list, Jen. I started rough drafting this list. It's like 65 movies. I mean, we were at like the max of what we can put in there. And like, yeah, I could easily put 30 or 35 of those in the S tier. Like there's so many damn good comedies from the 2000s. So that episode, we're going to have to be like super picky about what we put in the S tier. Like that's going to be the hardest. Like we thought that. Yeah. I mean, we thought like 90s comedies was hard. Nah, no way. Like 2000s comedies even harder than 90s. Like easily.
Yeah, but we got a fun panel for that one though. We're gonna have Christy V from the Schmodown and also Anthony Tisdall. So husband and wife there. Then we're gonna have Malcolm Lay, and then we're also gonna have Nick Harley from the Schmodown. So that should be a good time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the Friday after, we're gonna be doing best movies with the serial killer. So we want to keep the horror theme going. We're gonna be doing one horror episode once a week.
But I've been giving one example. I might throw something in like Con Air that features a serial killer in Garland Green,
I think
it technically features well, I'm just saying I'm going to because it doesn't necessarily have to be a horror movie to have a serial killer in it. I mean, technically, there's a serial killer in Scary Movie, in Doofy. Like I could throw him in there because technically he's a serial killer in that movie. You never know what I might throw into this tournament. It might not be all Zodiac and Silence of the Lambs. You know, it might be, something, some fun and interesting ones too. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then just a couple other ones. We got Malcolm Lay's top 64 coming up in about 2 weeks, so that'll be fun because like he has some different movie takes of some things that are kind of off the wall all over the place. So I'm pretty interested to see what his favorite movies are. We're going to be voting on those in the tournament, and then we also have best supernatural horror movies coming up too. So we're going to tackle some of the ones that aren't always your like typical slashers.
Well, and also near the end of the month before Halloween on the 26th, we are doing our tier ranker championship fight of we've done all the decades of horror, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. We're taking all the top 10s from all those episodes and we're putting them in a tier ranker fight, and we're going to try to figure out the top 10 out of the 50. What are the best 10 of all time, which is going to be nuts and crazy, and it's going to be really tough to figure out.
You're hoping to get a similar panel. We already have Mark Edward Hoyt confirmed for that one, but we might be possibly getting William Bibiani and Adam Collins for that one. Fingers crossed that their schedules line up. I know there's a lot of horror convention and different things going on in the month of October, so we'll see how their schedules line up. But yeah, that's basically where you can find us, and you can find the poll for the Elite 8 over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group about midday tomorrow probably, and then if you have
hashtag where's Jason?
Where's Jason? It's gonna be like, where's Jason? Where's Jack from The Shining? Like, where's all these characters? What happened to them? And like, but everybody says that, and we're always like, go watch the show, and then instead of explaining like, well, they went up against a really tough bracket. Jason. Sorry, Jason, you didn't make it, just barely.
Yeah, and we're making a big push to if you haven't done it yet. Hit the subscribe button because we're about a fraction of a hair. I think we're like 2 subscribers away from 100, which is a small number compared to a lot of YouTube channels. But we're just slowly building our subscriber base. So every little bit helps there. So yeah, we really appreciate anyone who can do that. But yeah, this has been a fun time. So thanks again for joining us, and I think that'll do it for us tonight. So for Jen, for Richie, for Jordan, for Austin, I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and we will see you guys next time.